Welcome, people. It is the Man United stream bringing you another live stream, and this one is all going to be about Man United against Brighton. Yes, in about 11 minutes time, we're going to have kickoff. We're a bit later than usual, so apologies for that. We always jump on a bit late with these live streams. I need to schedule myself a bit better. I think what I need to do is set myself at least an hour before. An hour before the game, I can jump on and do everything, and then I can build up to it. Whereas leaving myself just about 15 minutes or half an hour to actually sit down and warm up with the game, tell you about the team news, talk about everything else, it's not that easy. But we are here. If you are watching, can you please hit the like button? And of course, just make sure that the volume's all clear, you can hear me properly. You do not want to go through this entire match watching it along with me and having me echo or the sound not being good. Last week my sound was awful because I had an echo on. It just awful. Anyway, let's jump straight into team news because we've got lots of team news, guys. Let me bring it up. It's interesting team news because Harry Maguire, we knew had picked up an injury, so he was out before I think yesterday we got the news. We heard already, but we got the news yesterday that he was out. Oh, you can't even see me. I'm completely useless. Am I not completely useless? Completely useless. Let me get rid of the thumbnail. There we go. You can hear me now, and you can see me. Apologies for that, guys. Apologies. I'm not with it, am I? I'm not with it. I'm looking at the camera thinking, oh, you can see me. But on the screen that you're meant to be looking from or watching from, I've got it here. And yeah, from that, now you can see me. Now you can all hear me. Well, you could hear me already, but you could just not see me. I've got to get used to this. Like I said, I leave myself very little time in jumping on and actually going through the team news and everything. But we've got team news. Anyway, Harry Maguire is not featuring. It's unfortunate because I would have liked Amorim actually put out a team that's unchanged from last week. Last week, our heroics against Liverpool, and of course, Harry Maguire, the star man, getting that winning goal. I thought, right, okay, I don't want to change anything of this team. I want them to go out and do exactly this against Brighton at home with the same team. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that. We couldn't do that because Harry Maguire picked up a knock and we had Mason Mount pick up a knock. However, Mason Mount is out on the bench. Harry Maguire's not featuring at all. He's not even in the squad. So the team is, I'll bring it up if I can. Let me just do the... Where are we? A second monitor. Let me take away myself. And boom, there we go. Right, okay. So hopefully you can see the team news. Thank you to MPB for this. There's many people who put out, they small. Let me put on myself as well. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. So look, there's many people who bring out team news, but this is someone I follow as well, so he always brings out team news pretty early. Anyway, so that is the team news we've got there, guys. We've got Senny Lemons. Absolutely, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words when it comes to Senny Lemons. I think, oh, the guy is he's unstoppable right now. He's made his debut. He was solid, and then last week against Liverpool, absolutely insane. We've got Lenny Yoro coming in for Harry Maguire. Then we've got De Ligt and Shaw unchanged. They're back again. Casemiro and Fernandes had an amazing game last weekend against Liverpool, so they are back again. Then we've got Ahmad and Dalot again. Dalot being preferred over Dogu on that left-hand side. Then we've got Mbeumo, Kuna again unchanged. Slightly different, of course, because Kuna's dropping back into where Mason Mount was playing last week, and Šeško comes back in up at front and in the strike position. Again, it's slightly different. Would I have liked an unchanged team? Yes. I just feel like it just feels more consistent then, and we know what to expect. We know what to expect, but the problem we've got is if we keep on chopping and changing, I don't like it. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think of the changes. Who do you think is going to do well today and who's not? And those of you who've joined us just now, make sure you hit the like, guys. It helps it get out to a lot more people, a lot more Man United fans, and they can all join us and we can all have a party. Hopefully, we can have a party and a celebration today watching Man United do a job on Brighton. Now, look, I'm going to be pessimistic to begin with. I'm going to be pessimistic because, look, am I confident? Yes, I'm confident. United are going to be the team in the home team, and they're going to hopefully do well. But Brighton have been screwing us over in the last couple of years, man. They've been screwing us at home at Old Trafford. They've been shafting us. I don't want that to happen again. I mean, I was looking through the last few years where they've been playing us, and they've been absolutely screwing us. They've been doing us over. Jim, how's it going, my friend? How are you? Forgot your name. It's Travis. It's Travis. Travis is here, guys, to actually take you watch along on this show. So, Jim, welcome, my friend. Hopefully, we can have another massive win today. And this is massive because, look, we all enjoy winning over Liverpool. It does make our season. It does. If you're a United fan, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a United fan, just think of your arch nemesis, arch rivals that you absolutely hate. Yeah, and there you go. That is it. That is what it is. For me, 3-1 coming. Oh, sorry, Jim. So you said hi. 3-1 incoming. Oh, I wish you're right. Honestly, if it's a 3-1 win, I'm happy because I'm comfortable. I'm enjoying the game, and that's what you want. We just want to enjoy the bloody game, don't we? And that's what I was just alluding to when we played against Liverpool. We were a bit like, oh, is it going to be a game where we're gonna be able to win? And we did. And then immediately after, just like Rúben Amorim, I started thinking, okay, we need to now carry on. We need to actually do a better job in the next game. We need to actually push along and start winning. And Brighton, immediately, so did Rúben Amorim. He was thinking about it straight after the Liverpool match. As soon as he got interviewed and they were like, okay, what do you think? They were like, well, I'm already thinking about the Brighton game. And I was too. I was immediately thinking, right, I'm soaking this all in. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this win over Liverpool. But then now we need to kick on. We need to prove ourselves next game. Next game is going to be even more important. It's going to be even more important, and we need to succeed. We can't have a situation where we're not able to go and win at home against Brighton. And the other thing is, we can see whether we've actually improved from last season. Last season, you could argue it was Rúben Amorim's first season. He was still getting familiar with the team, not fully sure what's going on. And then he came along and we lost at home against Brighton. I was looking through the results yesterday and I was like, oh my God, Brighton have actually played well against us. At Old Trafford. They consistently come and did a job on us. But I'm hoping today is different. Jim is confident and I'm loving it. I love fans like Jim who just comes on and he says it like it is. Confident, and he wants to show some positivity. I love that positivity. I don't want to kind of, because I'm quite positive, but I just don't want to kind of have a pie in my face kind of thing. Jim says we're playing a lot better, and if we carry on like that, we'll do it. Yeah. I mean, look, the changes I've seen so far with the new goalkeeper coming in, Senny Lemons, absolutely sensational, absolutely solid as a wall. He's a wall back there, and we've been missing that. And I think them little differences make everything change on the United team. Well, I'm just seeing the players lining up to come out. Carlos Bleber meeting with the Man United players. Obviously, there's a big talk of him joining Man United in the January transfer window, hopefully, if not in the summer transfer window. Let's wait and see. He did actually put out a post, which was quite funny, earlier today, saying off to Old Trafford, and it was kind of like a laughing face, and he's there, and everyone obviously thought, right, okay, this guy's, he clearly wants to join Man United, so let's wait and see. The players walking out on to the pitch, it's going to be exciting. Bruno Fernandes walking out with Senny Lemons right behind him, and then Casemiro, we got De Ligt, Dalot, Lenny Euro, Matthias Cunha, then we've got Luke Shaw, Sesko, Ahmad, And then I think it's finally, who's that right at the back? Ahmad, and I think it looks like it is Mbumo. So, look, this Brighton team is a tricky team. So we need to be alive. We need to make use of our first 20-30 minutes in this game, because United always start on the front foot. And in that, if they can score in that first 15 to 20 minutes where they're pressing the team, then the game's over. Just like we did against Liverpool. United then just breathe more confidence in themselves, and they can go out and start attacking more and playing their football. If they don't do that, I think that's where the problem lies. Because after all that possession, after all that attacking, if they're not getting a goal, I think immediately they start getting a bit more nervous about potentially going out and then getting the win. That's the only issue. Jim says it would be great if we can get another clean sheet. Kuna to score his first goal. You're not the first one, Jim. There's lots of fans out there today. I keep hearing it saying Kuna's going to score the first goal. Kuna's going to score his first goal at Old Trafford today. And I'm hoping so, because this guy, Kuna, has been a brilliant signing for us this season. And despite him not scoring a goal, he's actually been pivotal to United this season. The amount of work rate he puts in and what he's doing is absolutely amazing for United. And I really loved watching him play against Liverpool. For me, he was my man of the match. I looked at him and I thought, this guy is just not letting Liverpool settle. So as we're lining up, we've got 3 at the back. We've got the 4 across the midfield. Then we've got Kuna and Mbeumo, and then Sesko playing up front. Brighton, let's just look at the Brighton team. They're just showing the Brighton team. So Brighton team, they've got, of course, Welbeck, who's the danger man. Then we've got Rutter, who's also dangerous. Then we've got Mitoma's not playing today, so which is good news, because I always think that he's always a really dunk. And Van Heck in the centre back position, Ariari and Beleba playing in the centred CDM positions. So let's see what Beleba's going to cook. Clearly they've thrown him in there, despite him not having a good season. They've thrown him in there. Minter is playing. He's going to be a tricky one to mark as well. Beleba being put in there. I think he's the manager's playing mind games. I think he's dropping him in there, saying, right, you go and you wanna join this club. So go and show what you're made of. Go and show what you can do. So I think Beleba's going to be in there wanting to show United fans and the United team and everybody around, this is what I'm capable of, and this is why you need to come and sign me. I think that's what he's going to do. I can't see him having a poor game, but I hope he's going to have a poor game. One player that we always struggle against is Welbeck, Danny Welbeck. You know, he always comes back to haunt us, doesn't he? So I'm hoping that they can keep Danny Welbeck quiet. If we can keep Danny Welbeck quiet, we're going to have a good game. I'm actually happy that we've got Euro coming in. Yes, Harry Maguire, of course, is a big loss, but for me, Euro coming in with that extra pace, he can mark Danny Welbeck slightly better. I think Amorim has a real dilemma with Kuna and Mount when Mount is fit. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Mount, for me, is like for like with Kuna. I think both of them have started this season and have been so pivotal to United and the way they play, because both of them are very aggressive at going and trying to win the ball back high up the pitch, and Rúben Amorim loves that. The turnover high up the pitch and then transitioning into defence into attack is what makes us cook, and Mason Mount is one of the best players right now who does that. Kuna comes slightly behind him in terms of even pushing ahead. Kickoff has started, guys. Let me just start my ticker. I always miss the start, so let's go. We have started. Kickoff has started. Man United with a kickoff, and here we go. Come on, confidence is the key. We can't have any time where we're thinking, right, so United straight away on the ball, straight away attacking. Kuna on the ball, pushing forward, drives it forward, plays it crossfield, and this partnership between Ahmad and Mbeumo is absolutely dangerous. Mbeumo crosses it in early. Bruno Fernandes header, it goes wide. Now, the Ahmad and Mbeumo partnership is lovely to watch because the defences don't know who to pick up. Just now we had Mbeumo who's driving forward. There's 2 defenders going out to him, but then Amad Diallo overlapping. No one can mark him. No one's watching him. He's gone free. Mbeumo chooses to cross it in, and obviously Bruno Fernandes misses the target. But this is it. Anthony Taylor, by the way, is our referee today. It is not the guy we had last week, Oliver. Thank God. Obviously, it wouldn't happen, but just in case, I'm just telling you, we've got a slightly better referee, hopefully, today. So Man United on the ball, just passing it now, just keeping hold of it. Casemiro loses the ball, and it goes to Rutter. Rutter's another one who we need to watch out for. Rutter. We need to watch out for him. He's another tricky player from this Brighton team, and he makes them cook. He makes everything goes through him. He's quite clever on the ball, and he's the one who will get most of the assists if he can get on the ball. So United allowing Brighton to have the ball here. Baleba on the ball now, looking up, looking for a pass, passes it back to his defence, and they go back to the goalkeeper. So yeah, it's not been as fast enough. Why haven't United scored already? Oh my, why haven't they scored already? I mean, we expect goals in the first minute or two, surely. This is not good enough. I'm only kidding, but obviously, since last week, we had a crazy start. I mean, I barely settled into my chair when we scored. I mean, it was an absolute thrilling game to watch, not just because we won, and I would have said it even if we drew or lost. It was just a crazy game of football to watch, because it was end to end. United didn't get to rest, but United were given as good as they got. Right now, Brighton have actually had a lot more of the ball than we would have expected. They're trying to hold on to the ball as much as possible. United not as aggressive as last week. They're sitting back a little bit. Šeško obviously leading the line. He's not as obviously aggressive as Kuna or Mason Mount, and this is why Mason Mount is a big miss for us today. But hopefully we've still got a top team here, guys. We've still got a very good team here. United have got a 38% chance of winning. This is the win probability that they put up on the screen, and 35 for Brighton, so very close, and 28% in possible draw. But anyway, Mbeumo on the ball, attacking down the wing, looking to cross the ball in. Kuna, he passes it. Kuna. Oh, Kuna. Is that a corner? It's not a corner. Kuna, Mbeumo played Kuna through with a through ball. It was very similar to how Mbeumo, in the position Mbeumo was when he scored his first goal against Liverpool. But in this instance, Kuna failed to wrap his foot around the ball and get it on target. He just goes a bit too wide and then knocks it against the side of the goal. So it's a Brighton kickoff. United now pushing quite high up now, not letting Brighton have any time on the ball. And Brighton rushed to kick it out, and he plays it out, and it goes back to Casemiro. He played it straight to Šeško, but it didn't reach Šeško. That would have been a very good chance for Šeško. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I'm about a minute in front. Don't worry, I won't get any of you. Oh, right, okay, you're about a minute in front. My God. I need to sort something out where I'm gonna get more a quicker stream, because my stream isn't fast enough. It's not fast enough. There's always some kind of delay. So anyway, Brighton on the ball, looking to pass it. Brighton just holding on to the ball. And not doing much with it. They're just sitting back. And just keeping the ball. That's all they're doing. Trying to play it, but now they're taking it a bit forward. They've not actually really played in the United half at all. They've been just playing further back. They've been playing in their own half. And now Sonny Lemons has got the ball. He very calmly kicks it out, but he reaches the Brighton defender, Dunk, I think it is, and he is now. Gary, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping a comment. And Gary says his name is Kuniha. I don't know, Gary. Which one is it? I've always called him Kuna. You're saying it is Kunha. Do it in a different way. Spell it in a different way. So, Kunha or Kunya. I've always said Kunya, but Kunha. Okay, Kuna. Okay, that's probably a better way of pronouncing it. Kuna. But I've got into this bad habit. Whenever I start pronouncing the name wrong or slightly incorrect, I find it very difficult to go back and then snap out of it. It was the same thing with Rasmus Højlund. I remember at start I was calling him something completely different, and then it took me a long time to actually get used to him, and then they've sold him. Anyway, Kuna. I'm going to say Kuna. Is that right, Gary? Let me know. Kuna. Okay, so Man United on the ball. Just trying to hold on to the ball a bit more. Trying to hold on to the ball a little bit more. I like it. I like this play. I'd rather United control the game and then go for the killer move on how they can go and actually score. But United here losing the ball a little bit too much here. I'm not liking this. They need to control it. They're at home. Welbeck running onto the ball, but he beats Dalot. And this is a problem, guys. This is a problem. He plays it in. Oh, my God. Minter misses it. But that was a massive chance, man. He was through on goal. Welbeck counter-attacking Dalot. Just simply not fast enough. Yeah, Dalot, for me, Dalot should have got that ball, but he does not get there fast enough. And then he just, Welbeck just crosses the ball in. Just plays the ball through. And thanks Jim. Thanks very much for that. Pausing the TV so you can join us. Yeah. That was. What do you think about that chance, Jim? Oh God, man. Oh, that's a let off for United. That is a let off. United need to be. I was just saying it. Wasn't I? I was saying, look, Mbeumo on the ball now. Kardogli gets back and tackles him, gets the ball back. Anyway, I was saying to you, we need to be careful because Welbeck up front is a bit of a problem for us, man. He is a bit of a problem, so we just need to make sure we keep him on lockdown. If we keep him locked in and he doesn't do anything, Dalot is the Jim. Do you know what? I've been saying it for weeks now. Weeks. Every time I see Dalot, I think, why is he still playing Dalot over Dogu? Why? How's he doing that? What does he see in Dalot that we don't? I mean, he did mention yesterday in his press conference when we were talking about leaders, and he was asked. He was like, who do you think are leaders in the team? And he suggested, he goes, well, Dalot's pretty good. Anyway, Brighton on the attack here. We've got Lenny Euro chasing back. Is that a foul? I think he's given a foul on the edge of the area. On the edge of the area, Brighton have a free kick now on Lenny Euro on Irie just running. He was kind of running in the wrong direction. It was a bit clumsy by Euro, but I can't see him fouling there. I didn't think that was a foul. But anyway, Brighton with a free kick. We've got a few players standing over it. Are they going to go for a direct shot, or is he going to cross it in? He's got a few people in there as well. He's got Dunk in there as well. They're all walking in. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see. I mean, this is tense times. It's tense times, but Dunk is in there. He's our danger man, I guess, isn't it? He's there, right in the middle of everything. Cross comes in. Cleared. Shot taken back again by Brighton, but it gets cleared again. Baleba now on the ball. Baleba looking to shoot. Baleba shoots, gets it wide. Okay, guys. United haven't started as strong as they did against Liverpool. Now, you could argue that was probably because Liverpool were the team attacking and United could counter-attack more often. Whereas right now, United are the ones that are actually, pushing forward. Hi, Abinishwaran Kumar. How are you, friend? How are you? Thank you for joining. Yes, hope you're all doing well, guys. We are 10 minutes into the game, and we're over 10 minutes, but United haven't really had a clear chance just yet. There was the header from Bruno Fernandes, which went wide, but other than that, I can't think of a clear chance, although Brighton have had one very good chance that they didn't get on target. But he should have at least got it on target. Never mind score, but should have at least got it on target. But he didn't. Welbeck coming in with a really good assist. But Kuna now on the ball. Kuna is. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, Gary. Now you got me thinking I'm pronouncing his name a little bit wrong. But okay. Brighton on the attack here. Oh, it gets taken out by Lenny Euro. Now Mbeumo trying to counter. And Mbeumo gets fouled. Come on, that's a foul. That's a foul. But he's been told to get up from the ref. And we kick off again. We start again with Brighton on the ball. Brighton just holding it back with their defence. Just holding it there. Just keeping it to themselves, really. But again, now United, I'm telling you, Brighton have got pace down the wing, and they're not even playing him through the attack. They're not even playing him, forward. They're essentially playing without a striker. Welbeck's playing more as a right winger than he is a striker, but I think he'll come in from time to time. Šeško needs to get more of the ball. I feel like he doesn't get a lot of the touches on the ball. I don't feel like he gets a lot of service right now. We need to be looking to pass to Šeško now. Šeško himself needs to be a little bit more aggressive. We saw last week how Mbeumo was a little bit more aggressive, trying to go for the header, even though he had no chance against Van Dijk. But he made him struggle at headering the ball out, and that led to our goal. Anyway, Ahmad on the ball. This time Casemiro's just ahead of him, and Casemiro gets tackled. It goes out for a throw-in for Man United. We can see Rúben Amorim shouting instructions on the touchline. Jim says Senny Lemon's looking good again. Yeah, man. Do you know what? He just looks calm, doesn't he, Jim? He just looks calm. He looks relaxed. He looks like a guy who's just going out for a stroll in the park. It's just crazy. I mean, even against Liverpool last week, he just walked off like, yeah, just another game, another match. Didn't care. Wasn't phased out by it. But I'm being told behind the scenes by a few people that, look, Senny's like this. Senny is very relaxed, really down to earth. Doesn't really have a character where he goes, really he's ecstatic about something, but isn't just a steady Eddie. And I love that about a goalkeeper. You want a calming effect on the whole team. You don't want someone like Onana who's frantic himself, trying to work out what to do, and then just doesn't fill the defence with confidence. And the same thing with Altay Bendia. Every time he got onto the ball, you just felt like he was nervous. Whereas Senny Lemons, every time the ball goes anywhere near him, he's just like, yeah, this is nothing. It means nothing to me. Brighton now on the ball. So far, Brighton have had 57% possession. They've had 2 attempts on goal. United with 43% possession at home. This is not looking good, guys. We need to kind of make... It's a weird one, this, because I was expecting United to be the one team on the front foot, but it's Brighton who are holding the ball a lot better. And yes, they're not really attacking us, but they are holding the ball in the middle of the pitch a lot better. But this might be the way United have set up. United might be wanting this to happen. They might want Brighton to attack them so they can counter them. This might suit Man United. This is the way Rúben Amorim might have set his team up. Because we do know Rúben Amorim has set his team up very differently, and he gives the team instructions per game. Every game is different for him, and he's bringing out different set of instructions. Welbeck with a chance, and Senny Lemons with a save. It was on his left foot, shot, but it was comfortable for Senny Lemons. Just brought it down, catches it, and brings it down. So Rutter again. Rutter looks up. He's on the left wing here. Rutter looks up and crosses the ball in. Keeps it low. He a low-driven pass, and Welbeck really is. It's a brilliant chance for Welbeck. I'm not going to lie. He's just running onto it. It's very easy. Bruno Fernandes puts him off slightly, but that should have been a better shot. And Mbeumo now on the attack. Ahmad overlapping on the right wing. Is there anyone in the area? Apart from Šeško, no one else is there. Ahmad gets fouled. That's a foul. That's a pen. Surely that's a pen. Surely. What am I watching? What is the ref doing? VAR, where are you? VAR, man, that is a pen. Ahmad is still down in the penalty area. Refs looking back at him. Man United are still playing on, though. Man United, the players are still playing on. Bruno Fernandes playing on with Šeško. Bruno Fernandes now on the right wing. Passes it to De Ligt. De Ligt now passes it to Bruno Fernandes. I think Ahmad is now getting up. Looks... obviously in some kind of discomfort, not happy with the ref not giving a penalty. That looked like a blatant penalty to me. I mean, I'm going to watch the replay, watch the slow motion, but that looked like a blatant foul to me. They're not shown the replay yet. So Casemiro on the ball. Man United still attacking. Kuna. Oh, beautiful skill. Oh, Kuna with a shot. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. What a move by Kuna, man. He just took on a defender like he's not even there. What a shot. Now, Lenny Euro on the ball. On the right wing here, we're playing with Mbumo on the ball. Ahmad waiting again to get the ball, to cross it in. It goes back to Lenny Euro. This time, Lenny Euro passes it to Kuna. Kuna nicks it forward to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes plays it out to Ahmad, who crosses it in. It gets cleared by a Brighton defender. Man United turning the screw, guys. Turning the screw here. So Ahmad now on the ball, right wing. This is all United. Brighton literally got everybody in their penalty area here. Welbeck even on the edge of his penalty area. Now goes out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looking up to somebody else, seeing if he can find someone else. Brighton now pushing out a little bit more. Lenny Euro with the ball. Casemiro gets fouled, and are they playing on? No, they're not playing on. So Casemiro with a foul about 30 yards out of the Brighton penalty area. So this was the chance. This was a penalty. Was it a penalty? It was a penalty. That was a penalty, man. Okay, Ahmad went down a bit easy, but the defender puts his leg out, and knees clash against each other. Jim, let me know. What did you think of that? Have you seen the replay? This is crazy. I mean, it would have been a bit harsh, but I've seen lesser penalties given. I'll be honest with you, I've seen lesser penalties. I've seen people get barely touched and they've gone down and got penalty. But anyway, there's no VAR check. There's nothing. It's just carrying on as we are. It's Bruno Fernandes standing over this free kick. United are using this free kick. They've all gone into the area looking for a cross in. It does get crossed in. Lenny Euro trying to get up. He fails, and it goes to Casemiro, who's on the ball, who passes it to Kuna. Kuna looking to cross it in again. Kuna crosses it in again. This time it goes out for a goal kick. Oh yes, we get a foul now. It's not in the box. Oh yeah, exactly, man. We got the foul, but not when it's in the box. I think the ref, this chance by Kuna though was brilliant. He was right on the edge of the area. I feel like Kuna takes his shots from too far a distance. I feel like if Kuna was if he could get further on into the area and shoot, I think he'd score that goal. But because he hasn't got enough power to shoot from the edge of the area, and I've seen a couple of shots like that from him, but very close to his first goal, like everyone's been manifesting today. All Man United fans I spoke to have been saying, look, we are, Kuna's going to get his first goal. Let's wait and see. And Mbumo on the attack passes it back to Kuna. Crosses it in, Sesko. Oh, Sesko doesn't get onto the ball. Looked like a pen to me, but I could be biased. Yeah, look, yeah, maybe we are, Jim. Maybe we are. Maybe if that was given against us, we'd be shouting and screaming that it wasn't a pen. So look, I'm not too concerned right now. I still think United can score out from open play anyway, and that small play there we had with Kuna, United look like they're threatening now. United are turning the screw with Brighton. They have had a spell of very good possession, and unlike Brighton, who are holding the ball, I'm not saying that they've not got possession of the ball. They've had plenty of possession, but they're not really doing much. It's basically being passed behind in the defence, and they're not doing much. Whereas United are the team that are getting the ball and driving forward, getting the ball and getting straight into the Brighton penalty area, or all the players are running in and trying to. Bruno Fernandes loses the ball there, bit sloppy there, and Rutter is it Rutter? Yeah, it's Rutter driving forward, and De Ligt kicks it out for a corner kick. Bruno just needs to be more composed in that. He just kind of flicked it, thinking that it'll go to his teammate, but it didn't, and Rutter ran through, got the ball, and then he looked very dangerous, that did. And this is the first corner of the game for Brighton, and Brighton now all lining up. Set pieces and things like that have become very important in the Premier League, I feel like, in the last couple of seasons, and everyone, even in corners, they see it as a possibility to score a goal, so everyone is in there. Brighton send the defenders up there, cross comes in, and guess what? Senny Lemons catches it. What a legend this guy is. He makes it look so easy. He came out, boom, takes it. Everyone watching him, and none of the Brighton players knew he was even coming out. He just ran out, boom, caught the ball. Makes such a refreshing change, doesn't it? It makes you enjoy corners again. Well, look, not always, but you know what I mean. every time. Other than that, we just panicking every time we gave a corner away. Casemiro walks into the area with the ball. No one picks him up. Now he's looks back, passes it to Kuna. Oh, poor ball by Kuna, but Bruno Fernandes, Dalot gets onto it. Now, Kuna again passes it to Casemiro, who kicks it out for a goal kick. United are driving forward. I like the way they've got intensity and they've got drive when they're going forward, and they want to be creating something. Immediately, as soon as they get the ball, they're pushing forward. Immediately looking forward, looking for the forward pass. I like that. They're showing Harry Maguire, who's sat up in the stands today in the director's box, not featuring in today's game. So if you just tuned in just now, Harry Maguire picked up a knock against a Liverpool game, in the Liverpool game, and he isn't featuring in today's game. He's not even on the substitute bench. Mason Mount is also out, but he's on the substitute bench. Mbeumo, that's a foul. Mbeumo, what? Mbeumo cut the pass from a goalkeeper, and it looked like he's just going to drive forward and get into a goal-scoring position. But for me, it looked like the Brighton defender took him out. But the referee says no, play on. And again now, Ahmad pushing forward, trying to pressure the Brighton defenders from playing out from the back. That was a loose ball again from Lenny Euro. They've got to be alive to this. Brighton have got these two pacey players up front in Welbeck and Minter. We need to keep them at bay. And again, Mbeumo goes down. Again, Mbeumo's complaining, saying, look, that's a free kick. But he's not giving him. He's not flipping giving the free kicks. Exactly, Jim. What is going on? Why are we not getting free kicks, man? This is stupid. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's go. Casemiro with the ball. We've got the ball back. Bruno Fernandes with Mbeumo to Sesko. Sesko now got some open space. Knocks it past. How is that not a free kick? How is that not a free kick? What? I have no idea what the ref's watching, but Sesko just knocked the ball past the defender, and the defender didn't go with the ball. He went and took out Sesko. Okay, Sesko now on the ball again. Tries to flick it up and pass it to Ahmad. But United on the edge of the Brighton penalty area. Kuna shoots. Kuna scores! Yes! Yes! You were right, Jim. Take a bow, Jim. Take a bow. You were right. Oh, my God. You manifested it and we got it. Kuna just places the ball into the corner of the goal. Oh, that was a brilliant goal. Kuna's so happy. You could see all the Man United players running up to him, celebrating with him, all tapping him on the head, all massive smiles on their face. Ahmad plays it to Sesko. Sesko spins around and then plays it back to Ahmad. Bruno to Casemiro. Casemiro then plays it to Kuna, who's on the edge of the area, and this time he just places it. Doesn't hit it with a lot of pace, just places it around the defender and just the goalkeeper sights it too late, and boom, it is a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. What a goal. Kuna with his first goal, and this is it. This is what we've been waiting for, haven't we? We've been waiting for these players to start cooking. We knew we signed goals this summer. We knew we had Mbeumo, we had Kuna, we signed players that were going to score goals in the Premier League, and this is now what we're getting. Kuna on the score sheet for Man United, and hopefully this is where his season kicks off and Man United on the front foot. I've been saying it to you. I've been saying, look, United look like the team. When they're getting the ball, they look like the team that are actually aggressive, the team that's going forward, the team that's actually the danger team. Brighton have had a lot of the ball, but they've not done much with it. United now back on the pushing forward. Brighton trying to play out from the back. They this time successfully do play out the back, and now they're going down the wing, and it gets played to Minter on this side, and Ahmad on the ball. Ahmad gets it brilliantly off him. Brilliant defending there, Ahmad. Brilliant. Oh, look at that power as well by Ahmad. Brilliant. He shows some power, and oh, that's a free kick now, isn't it? It's a free kick. So United, guys, looking very, very good. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in so far and hitting the like button. Thank you. That gets sent out to more Man United fans, and hopefully share it with other people, guys, other Man United fans, so we can enjoy the win together. This is what it's all about, isn't it? It's about fans enjoying a win together, enjoying a performance like this so far. Look, I'm not going to say United have had it all their way, but I think United have been the better team. I think they've done a lot better with the ball than Brighton have. Brighton haven't really done anything with the ball. They've got the ball. They've had the ball for quite some time. They've had a decent amount of possession at Old Trafford. Here, Brighton pushing forward now, but the defence is back. De Ligt just calmly lets the ball go to Sandy Lemons, who's now got the ball at his feet, looking ahead, waiting for someone to come and close him down. But other than that, he's taking it easy. He's just there. No one's coming to him, close him down. And Sandy Lemons is just stood there, looking at the team ahead, looking now. Minter looks like he comes forward, but then Sandy Lemons picks up the ball and drops it back down on the floor again. And he's not doing anything wrong here. So Sandy Lemons now kicks it out to Sesko, who plays it down, but it doesn't reach Mbumo, who is now, it goes back to Brighton. Actually, the ball's back to Brighton, and it is now Brighton on the ball. Guys, this is a brilliant watch so far. I'm loving it so far. I enjoy watching United cook. I enjoy. Look, we're still early on in the first half, but so far United have looked like a very, very solid performance. They're putting in a solid performance again. We just need to keep Brighton at bay now. We just need to keep them. Do not give any chances away. Brighton now attacking, but Casemiro comes in and gives a corner. But is it Kuna? Kuna makes the tackle, and it comes to they get a corner kick. So far, guys, brilliant show for United. Brilliant show. United are playing like a team, high in confidence, knowing full well that if they get the ball forward quick enough, they will score more goals. I think they know they're hungry for goals. That's what I like about this team. They're not scared of going forward. We're watching now as Brighton have a corner. They're sending their defenders up. Dunk obviously is the one to mark. Who's on him? Dallow's on him. Not very good, but outmatched. But it goes right to the back post. But Casemiro clears it with a really good header there. Gets it out, and Mbumo now trying to chase the ball down. Beleba on the ball, who passes it back to his goalkeeper, and Brighton now trying to get back into shape again, and they are now passing the ball out on this wing here. So Brighton moving forward with the ball, but like I said, they're not been able to create much apart from that one massive chance that dropped to Minter when Welbeck played the ball in, and it's been interesting performance so far. Brighton playing now with Beleba passing the ball, and he loses it, and it goes to Man United, who's played back to Sandy Lemons, who then plays it to Lenny Euro to Casemiro to Mbumo now looking for Ahmad, who's overlapping, but he can't get it to Ahmad, and then they lose the ball, and Beleba now passes, and it goes straight through to a goal kick. Yeah, Jim, cool, Jim. Yeah, that's fine, mate. You enjoy your tea. It is. Do you know? It's a bit funny. The timing. I enjoy either. What a goal! They're just showing the goal, and he gave the keeper no chance whatsoever. The way the keeper's blinded by the defender, and the way he just curls it around the defender, and what a goal! What a goal! And this guy is going to be a top player for United if he carries on like this, and he's so happy, he's ecstatic with getting his first goal for United, and well deserved. I didn't want all those haters coming out saying, he hasn't scored a goal and blah blah blah, and start talking rubbish about our forwards not scoring enough goals, but not scoring at all. At least he's off the Welbeck on the attack here. This is a problem here, guys. Problem. Luke Shaw with Minter. Minter's flipping fast, man. He just literally dribbled through the United defence. And then Luke Shaw was the last man there. And even then, Luke Shaw got lucky. He slid past him. He slid down and went past him. And it just confused the Brighton attacker, who didn't know what was going on. And he just failed to take that shot, and it ran straight through the Lemons. Okay, Sesko. Is that a foul? As a fine. Oh my God, the referee gave us a free kick. Wow. Finally, he's woke up and he started to watch United play football. I mean, where has this guy been? Maybe he lost his whistle or something, because this is the first free kick we've been given. Now, United Oh, second free kick, but we've had so many shouts. Anyway, this is about, I'd say, about 30, 40 yards out of away from the penalty area. So it's quite further out from where United would be a threat. But they are still going and lining up as they would. Let's see. Oh, that's poor by Bruno Fernandes. Poor by Bruno Fernandes. Just passes the ball to Kuna, but it wasn't easy. That was not going to happen. That was not going to even reach him. I don't know what he's doing there. Don't know what he's doing. But anyway, Brighton with a throw-in now. Game seems to have quietened down a little bit, slowed down a little bit since the goal. Everyone's trying to get up to speed again. Brighton now trying to play out from the back again. What's this? It's a throw into Brighton. Throwing to Brighton at the back. Yeah, so this timing, I'm not keen on this timing of the game. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I enjoy the late kickoffs. Especially if we can get a result, obviously. But you know, any time we kick off and we get a result, it's good news. But so yeah, I prefer Sunday afternoon kickoffs personally. Oh, brilliant from Mbeumo to Ahmad and Mbeumo link up really well. They've just been causing problems, and that's been from since the Sunderland game, and I can see why Amorim prefers that partnership. They just play really well together. And Ahmad now on the attack. Ahmad, he's in the area. He's got past. Can he? Oh, he just doesn't pick out the player. He just doesn't pick out the player. He got past. He was through on goal, but he just tries to pass it. And that's brilliant done by the Brighton defender. And Ahmad, you just thought he's gonna try and wrap his left foot around that and take a shot, but he doesn't. He looks for a player instead and tries to play someone through, but it doesn't work. That was a very good chance. Some really good skill there by Ahmad. Brilliant stuff. Brighton now again trying to play out from the back, but United not allowing them to play out from the back. Again, they get the ball back off Brighton. Now Casemiro with a shot. It goes in! It goes in with a deflection! And United are 2-0 up, guys! 2-0 up! What am I doing? I've not even changed the score! What is this? Boom! Boom, 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 boom! United 2-0 up. Casemiro with a heavy deflection, but it's a goal. Who gives a crap? United 2-0 up against Brighton at home in the first half. 33 minutes played, and we are cooking, guys. We are cooking. United again is this press that United are doing. That was Luke Shaw who just pushed forward and got the ball off the midfielder, Brighton midfielder, and then Casemiro shoots. It was going wide. But it's such a nasty deflection, and it just goes in the opposite direction to where the goalkeeper was going. We are 2-0 up, guys, and Rúben Amorim can breathe. Rúben Amorim is happy. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for oh God, man. This is brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I'm hoping that we can actually start cooking now going forward. Look, I'm over the moon, guys. I'm over the moon. I was saying that this is a tricky game. This is a game that's going to be a game where we're gonna have to ride the storm. We're not going to be a team that's going to be able to just simply rest on our laurels, just simply chill out and just say, right, okay, it's only Brighton, we're going to go and win. No, it's not. United buzzing right now. We are buzzing, guys. We are in the perfect spot right now. Perfect spot. Yeah, it was that Baleba or Rutter? No, it was Rutter. So Luke Shaw gets really tight on Rutter and just nicks it off him. It goes to Casemiro. Casemiro then runs. He's centre of the penalty area. He can go either way, just on the edge, and then he just shoots. It was going to go wide. But it hits the defender, and it just goes in the complete opposite direction. And United now really turning the screw, really pressuring Brighton, and Brighton still trying to play it out from the back, sticking to what they know, but United are just not giving them time on the ball. They're just not allowing it. Either it's Casemiro, either it's Kuna, or it's Sesko. They're all just getting in their faces. Again, Mbumo now almost snatches it off Dunk and goes in through on goal. This is United at their best. I've not seen United play like this for a long time, and the Brighton manager is totally confused. He's looking on now thinking, what do I do? He's talking to his assistant coach, trying to work out what they do now, because this is a massive issue for him, because United are just not allowing Brighton to play it out from the back. Every time Brighton are picking up the ball, the defenders are picking up the ball, United just push forward, and it's not just the forward players that are pushing forward, but you're getting Luke Shaw stepping up, and this is what if you watch tactical analysis of United, this is exactly what Amorim wants to happen. He wants Luke Shaw to push forward and jump into that midfield and work as another defensive midfield player, and he can win the ball back. This time the ball gets played. It's a wide shot by Brighton. It looks like it's a corner. It's a corner to Brighton. Brighton now trying to get back into this game. That was a shot from outside the area for Brighton from Ayari. Wasn't something that it wasn't going to trouble Ascending Lemons from that far out. But another third corner now to Brighton. Brighton, this game, and it's non-stop, guys. Non-stop. I can't even take a breather. Here. Brighton with a corner now. Brighton take the corner. Comes in. This time, Dunk does get his head to it, but it goes wide, and United have a goal kick. So I was saying to you, this is exactly what United tactics are. To have, a press, but not just a single player press. We're talking about most of the team pressing here. Luke Shaw, like they're showing it again, pressing it. Then Casemiro has all the time in the world to do whatever he wants to do with it. He's looking to see who's making the runs, who's doing what, and then I don't know whether he'll get the goal, because it doesn't look like it was on target. But it looks like he's been given it to him. Anyway, Sesko now on the ball, driving forward. Sesko shoots. It goes over the goals. Sesko with a very, very good. Again, he gets in there. He makes an interception, wins the ball, and drives forward. I'm loving it so far, the way United are playing. I feel like there's more goals in this game, guys. Feel like United can go again. Sesko running forward so fast, not allowing the goalkeeper to play out from the back. It's brilliant to watch. I've not got the volume up, but I'm thinking that the Old Trafford crowd is absolutely buzzing with this performance so far. Brighton now trying to attack. Is this ball going back to Luke Shaw, and it goes out for a goal kick. That was lucky because Luke Shaw was. It looked like he was going to give the ball away there, but he kind of kicks it, and it hits the Brighton right back, and it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, what a game so far, guys. What a game. Make sure, please, you hit the like button on the video, guys, on the stream. Make sure you hit the subscribe so you can keep on top of everything going forward. Of course, we're a Man United fan channel, but if you're even a Brighton fan, you can always hit the subscribe and, keep up with football news and everything. Anyway, Bruno Fernandes on the ball, lets the ball go out for a United throw-in. Yeah, United need to maybe calm things down a little bit. I want them to score another goal, hopefully, just because I think, look, 3-goal lead, we can call it a day. We can close off this game. 2 goals is not really a comfortable lead sometimes, because, 1 goal goes in and then we could really be under pressure. Whereas if you've got a 3-goal lead, I think you can start really feeling comfortable. So United not resting on the laurels. They are still attacking now with Kuna on the right wing. Loose touch, and he gives the ball away. But he wins it back. And now Kuna back on the attack again. But again, gives the ball away. Gets tackled rather than giving the ball away. But Baleba now on the ball, looking to play forward. Let's see what Baleba can do here, man. Baleba, he holds the ball well and passes it to his defender. And Yeah, he shields the ball. Now it goes out to the winger here. I think it's Whiffer. Yeah, Whiffer on the ball. Passes it back to his defence. And the Brighton back. Brighton, like I say, they've had plenty of the ball. They've had plenty of the ball. They've just not. Ahmad now on the ball. And he clears his line brilliantly. And now Mbeumo on the ball, driving forward. Baleba, foul. That's a foul, Baleba. That is a foul. Takes him down. That's cynical. Cynical foul. And he deservedly gets a yellow card for that. Mbeumo was driving forward. He was counter-attacking Brighton. Brighton had only 3 defenders back there. They were going to struggle. And yeah, Mbeumo was going to outpace him. But Baleba just comes across him and just fouled him, brings him down. And rightfully, he gets a yellow card. Baleba's not had a good start to this game. Probably frustrated. I mean, we've flown by in time as well. We're in the 40th minute now. We've got about 5 minutes left. Have we? We've got less than 5 minutes left in this game. Wow, that has flown by. I swear that's gone so fast. I've not even noticed that the time's gone by that quick. United have had 5 shots on attempts, and so have Brighton, but United have had 3 shots on target, whereas Brighton have had only 1 shot on target. So that is the only difference. Brighton now on the ball, pushing forward from the right wing position. We've got, who's this? Rutter on the ball now. He's come to the middle. He tries to pick out a player going forward, but doesn't. Bruno Fernandes tries to bring the ball under control, but loses it. It goes back to the Brighton defence, who are now trying to play the ball back out. And it goes to Dunk. Dunk now holding the ball, trying to play out, but there's no options. And it goes back to another Brighton player now holding the ball. Dunk now just holding the ball. Look, I've said it earlier. The Brighton defence have seen a lot of the ball. They've probably had the most touches from all the Brighton team. Dunk especially, he's been sat on the ball, but they can't pick out the players. There are players who they're looking at, but they can't pick that pass out. This time the pass is picked out. Kodioglu is on the ball, but he can't chase it. He can't chase it. It's too fast for him, and it goes out for a goal kick for Man United. Let us know, guys, what you think about the performance so far. I mean, I've not had a chance to even breathe right now because of this game. I can't take my eyes off the screen because every time I look elsewhere, something else is happening. Someone else is doing something. It's just been fascinating to watch because United have played this game at 100 miles per hour. They've not let Brighton play. They've not let Brighton get comfortable on the ball. And Rúben Amorim there shouting still instructions. He is not letting this happen. He is saying, I want more, shouting at them, saying, do this, and then Casemiro now, the ball back into play, Casemiro on the ball, passes it to Cunha. There's been some decent link-up play with Casemiro and Cunha as well. That Brazilian link-up play has been brilliant. Anyway, Cunha now, Casemiro loses the ball, and it goes out for a throw-in to Man United. Yeah, there's interesting partnerships being built here. Interesting partnerships. Jim Ratcliffe is on the ball. Jim Ratcliffe's on the ball. Jim Ratcliffe's on the screen. Jim Ratcliffe on the ball. That would be a sight. Anyway, Jim Ratcliffe, they're showing him. He's in attendance today, watching on. This is a great performance. He'll be loving this. He'll be loving this so far. And it goes to United with the ball now, with Luke Shaw on the ball, pass it to Cunha, who passes it to Bruno Fernandes, looking up, Bruno Fernandes plays the ball through to Cunha to Sesko, come on, chance, misses it, that was the chance, man, that was a chance, that was a huge chance for Sesko, that was a brilliant chance, he should have at least got it on target, Mbeumo passed it to him, and he just gets it wide. The defender does come in and distract him, but just no. Sesko should have got that on target. The defender came in after he'd shot, so Sesko really should have made more of that chance. At least get it on target. At least make the keeper work. He just kind of slices it and it just goes wide. And it was on his left foot as well. He should have done better there, Sesko. But anyway, let's hope he gets another chance. More chances. Mbeumo, that was brilliant by Mbeumo. It was Bruno Fernandes to Mbeumo. Mbeumo then just plays it through to Sesko, and Sesko just running onto the goal. You're thinking, right, it's going to be 3-0 here. And unfortunately, he just doesn't compose himself and get the shot on target. If he gets it on target, I think the keeper would have had a difficult time from saving that. So right now, guys, we're 2-0 up. Man United with an absolute brilliant first half. We're in injury time, by the way. We've got 1 minute of injury time. So the ticker on my screen has finished at 45. So it's gone back to 0-0. First half is over. And we are playing injury time in this first half. Brighton now attacking, pushing forward. They've got a lot of men in the area now pushing forward. Cross comes in. Cross comes in for Brighton. De Ligt clears it though. Shot taken. And it drops to Ruta, and is he offside? It looks like he's offside as well, but he completely airs it, doesn't get any contact with the ball, and it goes out for a United goal kick. That's one of the only times I can remember where Brighton just overloaded United's penalty area. But yeah, was it offside? Let's see. It looks like it. Oh, it was a close one. Close one. I think if you got any contact with the ball, it might have gone to VAR, but United with just seeing out the game. It's over, guys. First half is over. United with a 2-0 win. 2-0 win. 2-0 lead over Brighton so far. Let's hope it is a win, and we're gonna get our first back 3 in a row wins with Rúben Amorim. We were talking about having a back-to-back wins under Rúben Amorim. He must be ecstatic with the performance so far. United have put in an absolute shift in this first half. They've played so well, and the fans are buzzing. They're happy. Brighton just look shell-shocked. Having had some very good games in recent years against United at Old Trafford, they probably walked in here thinking, we're confident, we've been playing well. Well, actually, they've not been playing well. I lie. Because this season, I was looking through the stats of Brighton. Let's actually bring them up. Let me just bring up the... because it was interesting. So I thought I could bring them up for you guys. Yeah, let's see. Football stats. Here we go. So this is slightly behind. They're giving a score of 1-0 to United. Well, clearly not. Anyway, the last a few games United have had. So it's half time, guys. I'll change the ticker over in a minute. Let me just. We've got second half starting. 2-0 to United. Okay, so let me just look at these stats. So in January this year, Brighton played United at Old Trafford, won us 3-1. That was under Rúben Amorim, by the way. So Rúben Amorim's learnt from that game. He's learnt how to play against Brighton, and Brighton have then they won us 2-1 away from when we were away from home at Brighton. But Brighton haven't really been playing well recently. So their last few games, this is what Brighton have done. That's surely it's missing the Liverpool game. Yeah, it is. All right. Let's put all there, and let's put all for Brighton. So Brighton, this is what they've had. So let's go back. The last game that Brighton played, they won 2-1 against Newcastle at home, and it's no mean feat to do that. It's quite hard to win against Newcastle. Then it came against Wolverhampton. They drew away from home. Then they won against Chelsea away from home 3-1. So these are not teams that you can say are easy to beat. Winning against Chelsea, then they won against Barnsley away from home 6-0. And then they drew against Tottenham. So these are going back a few games now. But they have lost. They've lost the last 2 games, haven't they, Brighton? No, they haven't. It doesn't make sense, that to me. That doesn't make sense. I'm sure they lost in the last 2 games. Let me just see the current form. Yeah, it's the current form. It does. It says that they've. So they lost against Bournemouth 2-1. And then they lost 2-0 against Everton. Whereas United... No, that was the early game, wasn't it? That was their first game of... Oh, my God. That's their first game of the season. Yeah, that's their first game of the season. So the last game they played was against Newcastle and they won 2-1. So, look, we're playing a team that is a bit odd. It's On some games they turn up, but they do turn up against the bigger teams. That's what I can see. From what I can see, Brighton fall asleep against the lesser teams and they struggle. But against the top teams, Brighton are very good. They know exactly how to play against these teams. And that's probably why Rúben Amorim was so fearful of this game, because he immediately said, look, after the Liverpool win, yeah, I'm worried about the Brighton game. Because the Brighton game is not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be a game where you're going to walk in and think, right, we're going to have a 2-0 lead in the first half. But we have had a 2-0 lead. We are if you're late joining us and you're looking at the score, yes, it is 2-0 to Man United, guys. 2-0 to United so far in the first half. We are finished the first half. We're waiting for the second half. Brilliant performance so far by United. Brighton have had a lot of the ball. Brighton have actually had a lot more of the ball than I thought they would have. They've had a decent amount of possession, but they've just simply not threatened United enough. They've had one decent chance where you thought, right, they could score. That was at 0-0, and if they scored that, maybe it would have been a different game. But they didn't, and United took full advantage of their press. United have been pressing very, very high up on the pitch and been winning the ball back very quickly against Brighton. And they've been all over them, all over. Now, some other interesting results, actually, guys. In the Premier League, I was watching a few games earlier today, so let me just recap them Premier League matches so we can see what the day has been like. So today we had the interesting game was Chelsea against Sunderland, the team that we comfortably beat, by the way. Anyway, I was watching that, and our ex-player Alejandro Garnacho scored for Chelsea, his first goal against Chelsea, and already Chelsea fans were just trolling United fans. Oh, look at Garnacho, he scores for us, and blah, blah. And then Sunderland come back with 2 goals to win it, 2-1. So Chelsea at home lose. This doesn't look good for Chelsea and their manager, does it? I mean, he's not had good performances so far, and this season they're struggling. They are struggling, and to lose 2-1 at home against Sunderland, a newly promoted side. I mean, congratulations to all the Sunderland fans out there, by the way. I mean, they played against us. They were quite humble, very nice fans of Sunderland. I'm really happy for him, and I was impressed with Sunderland, even though they lost against us at Old Trafford. I was really impressed with their togetherness. Their togetherness, the way they played was really nice to see. They didn't lose their heads when they were losing at Old Trafford. They just kept playing their game, tried to push. They were unfortunate. They didn't get obviously a result against United, but United were a team playing really good football. And look, so that was the game against Sunderland. Then we had Newcastle against Fulham. Newcastle won that 2-1 full-time result. So that's the game that we've had. Then we've got Brighton against Liverpool. Big game later on tonight at 8 o'clock. I might tune into that if I feel up to it. Watching Liverpool is not my idea of enjoying football, but who knows, if Brighton take an early lead or two, if they get an early goal or two, and if that's the case, I'll be very happy. I'll tune in. One of my friends will, I'm sure, message me to tell me Liverpool are losing, and then I can tune in. But it's never easy. I don't like watching Liverpool play, because every time I tune in, every time Liverpool have been losing this season, I tune in. They always end up getting an equaliser or a winner. So I'm like, look, I'm not going to watch him. I keep saying I'm not going to watch him. I'm not going to watch him. But then I end up watching Liverpool play. So them are the matches today, guys. This is looking good. I wasn't overly confident to start this game. I was a bit nervous. I must admit, I was nervous. Just having looked at Brighton, not knowing what team of Brighton's going to turn up, because we've had times when Brighton have turned up and absolutely done us over. But then so far this season, we've got Brighton who are playing a bit strange. They're playing a weird kind of football, because they turn up somewhere, they play very good football, then they turn up sometimes and they start struggling. They start struggling against teams like lesser teams. But my panic was that Brighton have been playing really well against the top teams, against the Chelseas and Newcastles and even Nottingham. And I thought, we might struggle against them because we're the ones who are pushing forward. And Matthew, thank you for joining us, Matthew. How are you, mate? Hope you're doing well. You've said, I really like how we are pressing. Lemons is mint in goal. Baleba is having a stinker. His head is not in the game. We should be careful, though. You see how they ping the ball when they play the highlight. When we play a highlight. Yeah. I agree with everything you've said there, Dave. Absolutely agree. I really love the way United are playing so far. I'm really impressed. I'm surprised. In fact, I'm surprised because for a moment, I was thinking, will United turn up today, or will we see the United of old? Because there is that panic. I'm not going to lie. I'm still nervous when I watch United. Until I don't see United play like this consistently for over at least 5 to 10 games, I can't be confident. So, but I'm still quietly confident. I'm still quietly there thinking, yeah, we're United. We can do this. We've got a better team. Blah blah blah. But then you don't want to be shouting it all off the rooftops, then having a stinker. But you're right about Baleba having a stinker. His head's not with it, is it? His head's not with it. Now I'm worried about even United signing Baleba. Let me know what you think there, Dave. Because for me, I look at it and think, do we even want this guy? Do we want a player who can lose his head so quickly? Or do we want a player surely who can just play through thick and thin, no matter what's happening off the field or on the field, he is going to be professional enough and good enough to carry on playing his best football. That's why I'm a bit worried. I am a bit worried. If you ask me right now, it might be controversial to some of you out there, some of you fans who might want to see Baleba at the club, but for me, I would be looking at Wharton as the midfield option, number one option for me. I would rather go and spend that money and buy someone like Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace if we can get him. I think it'd be a lot cheaper, number one. I think it'd be a lot easier to deal with Crystal Palace. I just feel like Baleba, there's some question marks on him and what he's doing right now. And then there's just question marks over his price tag. I'm not in favour of paying that much money for someone who's potentially going to be good. Or he's good and he could potentially go on to be very good. But I just think if he's not playing well enough right now, is it because his head's not in the game? Or is it because this is it? This might be him. He might have had an exceptional season last season for Brighton, but this season is what he's actually plays like. So question marks over him. I know a lot of fans do love him, and if you asked me before the season kicked off, I would have said hands down Baleba. I love Baleba. I would have thought, right, okay, because of what he can do going forward, driving forward. And if you mentioned both Adam Wharton and Baleba, I would have said Baleba because he can drive forward with the ball. But having watched Adam Wharton this season, he has added that to his game as well. So he's driving forward as well, really pushing forward, really doing well for Crystal Palace this season. So watching him, I'm thinking, wait up. I mean, this guy looks just as good, if not better. And if he's got the temperament to keep his head, because he's been linked to lots of clubs out there as well, but he's not letting that get to him. He's still playing a decent football, still performing for Crystal Palace, and maybe we want a player like that, a steady Eddie. He reminds me a lot of Michael Carrick does Wharton. And Carrick, we all know, was an exceptional player for Man United, brought a lot to United as a team. So for me, that would be great. Let me see. So Jim says, was a good first half. Now we have to come out fast in the second half. Yeah, man, Jim, exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking, right, we've got to put that to a side. First half was brilliant, but football is a game of two halves, so we need to come out this second half and pretend like it's 0-0 and go again. We need to go again. And I'm sure Rúben Amorim is telling his team exactly that. That, look, you need to go out there and go again. Brighton are not going to play the same as they did in the first half. They're going to come, and like Dave said, they're going to pass through them lines. They're going to try and switch play as quick as possible. And we need to be switched on. We need to be switched on to them. When United are playing that high line, they might get caught behind because they have got Welbeck and Minter who are very fast players, and whether De Ligt De Ligt, Luke Shaw, or Lenny Euro can keep up with them, I'm not quite sure. So United need to be switched on to making sure that they don't get them running from behind. Dave says, in January, Wharton is actually ideal for us. Right now, Balaba's head is not in the game, and being in form isn't just a light switch that you just turn on and off. Wharton for sure for over him. Yeah, I agree, 100%. I agree with you, Dave. I agree. I think your comments are very sensible coming from... I like Man United fans who are sensible. Dave, you've got a golden star there, my friend. I mean, yeah, look, we've got to be sensible. We can't start thinking emotionally as United fans. Oh, Balaba's the guy. But we were going to sign Balaba and we're going to stick with Balaba no matter what. And Balaba wants to come to Man United. Look, lots of players want to come to Man United. And yeah, he might want to come to United. And yeah, his head might have been turned. But... we need to be careful. We need to be careful about who we sign. And Wharton, for me, like you said, Dave, is the guy. Is the guy who's currently in form, currently moving in the right direction in his trajectory, in his career. And the players are running out from the tunnel, guys. So we're going to get the second half kicking off any second. And for me, Wharton is that player who's a lot more sensible, and he's going to break into the England team for sure. And I think United have always had top English young players playing for him. So, players that go on and finish their careers at United. Michael Carrick being one of them, but there's many, many more in that, in that category who've played for United. Guys, we're going to kick off any second now. Here we go. Second half has kicked off. Let's go. Okay, Brighton now shooting. Let's go. So, yeah, United, again, not made any changes. Lined up exactly the same. Pushing forward again and winning the ball back very early, very quickly. That's what's got them. That's what's got them success so far. They've been playing really well in just closing the opposition down. I love it. I love watching United the way they're playing so far. I'm enjoying what they're doing. They're just not letting Brighton settle. Brighton, we know, are problematic when they get the ball and they can look up and pass it to the forward players who are running through on goal almost all the time. They're looking for the spaces behind the defence and looking to run on. So we've neutralised that because Brighton haven't been able to play the ball. The defence is looking to play it forward, but they've just not had any options because United are just on them like a shot. And Ahmad now, Lenny Euro headers it instead, and Ahmad just trying to mark the player there. Sesko wins the ball now, looking forward, and he dinks it over the Brighton defender and passes it forward. Mbeumo looks like he's in. Oh, the defender just about got his foot in there, or else Mbeumo was through on goal again very early on in the second half. Bruno Fernandes looks like he's injured and has gone down, but play continues. Bruno Fernandes looks like he's just been caught by somebody there. Play continues here on the right wing for Brighton. It gets passed to Balaba. Balaba now in the centre of the pitch takes a shot which just flies over. It's more of a rugby kick that than it was on target. And the Brighton manager must be questioning his decision making as to playing Balaba. Bruno Fernandes has got back up now on his feet and he's complaining to the ref about something about being caught, but he's not injured, so he's back on his feet, which is good news. I don't want to see anyone injured now. I want United to just see this game out and play, a decent game. I don't think any fan will be complaining right now if the game ends 2-0 to United. Senny Lemons kicks the ball out, and Balaba jumps up, misses it, and it goes to Kuna. Kuna now kicks it, and he gets fouled, or he's complaining he's been fouled, but he goes to Sesko. Sesko to Mbeumo, to Kuna. Kuna now looking to play it. Kuna with a chance. He plays it to Ahmad. Ahmad, why didn't he shoot? He just tries to play it back in the area and to somebody else. Bruno Fernandes with a shot and it gets saved. This is ping pong football here, guys. This is crazy. Oh, right, okay, that was a crazy play there. Ahmad with, again, another chance to shoot on goal, but he tries to play it in. Not sure why, but again, maybe he's just thinking it's an easy goal if someone just gets to the end of it. And yeah, it would have been, but the Brighton defence get to it and clear it. Now Brighton trying to attack. United again have started very strong so far. United have started very strong this half, but Brighton now on the attack, plays the ball to Minter. Minter tries to play it in, but De Ligt headers it out. It goes not far enough, and it goes to a Brighton player who crosses it in, and it gets headed out. Again, Brighton on the ball, but Bruno Fernandes nicks it and now runs away from his own goal, tries to play. Oh, that would have been a beautiful ball. He tries to look for Šeško, and he just dinks it. And this is the chance. Now, Kuna plays it to Ahmad, and Ahmad, yeah, he was wide. He was looking to play it back in the area. He couldn't have shot from there. At first, when I was first looking at it, I was thinking, oh, Ahmad could shoot from there, but he went just too wide. But this Bruno Fernandes shot as well. Bruno Fernandes had a shot, and that was a brilliant save by the Brighton goalkeeper. That would have gone in. He just instinctively just pulls his hand out and saves it. Dalot tries to cross it in, and it's offside. Offside. Yeah, guys, this looks like United could score another goal here. United are come out to kill the game. Like I said, a 3-0 win would kill the game. A 3-0 lead, would kill the game. Absolutely. I can't see this Brighton team coming back with another goal. With 3 goals. I can't see that happening. United have got a lot more about themselves this game. They know what to do. Kuna just trying to win the ball back, but gets out-muscled. Šeško, however, wins the ball back, and then it goes to Casemiro. Casemiro plays it back to De Ligt in defence, who now has got some time, but plays it back to Senny Lemons. Senny Lemons now is looking to kick the ball out. He does kick it out, goes straight to Šeško. Šeško heads it onto Mbeumo. Mbeumo running through on goal, but then it gets taken by Dunk, who plays it back to his keeper, and that's a foul, it looks like, from Bruno Fernandes. Brighton trying to play the ball out quicker now from the back, so they're speeding things up here. Rutter tries to play the ball, but gets tackled by Dalot. They're claiming it's a handball, but it's not, so it continues. Now Baleba running with the ball in the centre of the pitch. Brighton now trying to attack a little bit more directly. So I think these were the instructions given to them by their manager, because now they're doing a lot more with the ball than they did in the first half. Whereas the first half they had plenty of the ball, but they just simply weren't doing anything with it. They were holding on to it too long, but then not doing anything else with it. Whereas now what they are doing is, you can see them attacking. And is that a goal kick? Yeah, it's a goal kick. Now you can see what Brighton are doing is a lot more direct. They're getting the ball and they're moving forward very quickly with it, like United have been doing in the first half. So yeah, is that a goal kick? Yeah, it's a goal kick to United. So we have, guys, if you just joined us, we have started the game. We are in the second half. United 2-0 up. Goals from Kuna and Casemiro have the two Brazilians have given us a 2-0 lead, and United now playing the ball out from the back themselves rather than going long. They've done a short kick there, and they're just trying to play out from the back, but it goes to Mbeumo. Ahmad is overlapping. Ahmad should be given the ball. Ahmad runs now down the wing, looking up, trying to play a few passes to get into there, but he's get Baleba on him. Baleba keeps him at bay, and it goes back to Casemiro now, who's looking up and passes it to Kuna. I'm telling you, Kuna and Casemiro have got something going on here. They're controlling the midfield. Kuna is stepping inside and coming into the midfield, and these two look like they're just bossing the game from the midfield. They're just passing it to each other. Brilliant game so far from them two. Bruno Fernandes now moves up into the midfield as well. Luke Shaw again. Luke Shaw, United now really forward. Luke Shaw, Dalot loses the ball, and then Luke Shaw gets it now. Luke Shaw loses it as well, and it gets cleared by Brighton just hastily for a throwing. That's in the Brighton half, and Dalot now wasting time, and Kuna saying throw it to me quickly, and he doesn't, but he finally does, and it goes out now to De Ligt. De Ligt passing it to Lenny Euro. United are keeping the ball a lot better now in this half. And Mbeumo on the right wing now looking to cross it in. Can he cross it in? No, he plays it back to Ahmad. Them two on that right wing are deadly, guys. That combination is crazy. Jim says it's a bit up and down. It is right now. It is a bit up and down. It is. We can expect Brighton to be attacking this half now. I mean, they're not going to sit back. They're surely going to have to come out and get an early goal to even give them a chance of getting back into this game. The next goal is the most important goal in the game right now, right? Okay, right now as things stand, if United score another goal and make it 3-0, it's game over. Essentially, it's game over. If Brighton can get another goal, then it it opens up the game again and it becomes a bit nervy. And I don't want that. I absolutely don't want that. I want United to push forward and get this third goal. And they do look like the team that's more aggressive, even though they don't really need the third goal. They could come out and say, right, we're just going to protect this lead, but they're not doing that. They're going in for the kill. They're going in for the third goal. And why not? They need to carry on playing as they are, and they could quite easily get another goal. Again, it's nicked from Brighton, but this time Brighton get it back. Casemiro gets his foot in there and nicks it back off Brighton, but Brighton just are not composed enough. They get the ball back and then they try and play a fast ball forward, but they lose the ball and it goes out for a throw-in for Man United. United guys playing really good football. They're not letting Brighton play, and every time now Brighton are getting the ball, and they're not used to playing the fast-paced football that United have been playing so far, and every time they get the ball, they just can't play it fast enough, and they're making mistakes, and they're unforced errors, by the way. So that is the problem they've got. But so far, United playing very good. They just need to, like I say, get the ball, and they do. They grab the ball back off Brighton, but it goes back to Brighton. Brighton now trying to push forward with Rutter. Rutter plays the ball to nobody, and it goes to De Ligt, who just calmly gets the ball, collects it, and he passes it to Bruno Fernandes, who looks up and passes it to Mbeumo. Mbeumo, oh, beautiful, through the leg. Oh, I thought that was going to be a brilliant assist to Sesko. He nutmegs one of the Brighton players, Mbeumo does, and then oh, that's a short ball. Sesko cuts it in. He takes the right-footed shot, and it goes to keeper, and he saves it. Oh, Sesko, I thought he might take it a bit forward and shoot, but he just takes an early shot, and it is comfortable for the Brighton goalkeeper to save that. United keep getting the ball back from Brighton very high up in these dangerous positions, and they keep winning the ball. And again, United have won the ball back off Brighton. This time, Brighton foul Kuna for a free kick on about 20 yards to the left-hand side of their penalty area. This is it. So, Brighton that was a terrible pass by the Brighton player, and he just passes it straight to, is it Ayari? I think it is. He passes it straight to Sesko. That was terrible. Anyway, United take a short free kick. Kuna now crosses it in, but it goes straight to the Brighton goalkeeper, who catches it and is running out to see who can pass it to. It is very, very quick-paced football, guys. Not having a chance now to watch what's going on because trying to keep on top of everything, because it's pretty hard, because they're not letting the ball usually when you're watching games, the teams let the ball go out and they take it very easy to take the throwing back in again and things like that, but not this time. They are really rushing. Brighton just take a quick throw-in again. This time, De Ligt comes in, slides in, gets the ball, and clears his lines. De Ligt, man, what a defender. What a player we've got. I mean, the two Bayern Munich defenders we signed in Mazraoui and De Ligt, absolute steal, aren't they? Absolute steal. I don't know how Bayern Munich let them go, but clearly they've got embarrassment of riches at Bayern Munich. They've got too many players to rotate even in the squad. So we benefited from two of these brilliant players signing for Man United. Anyway, Brighton now pushing forward, trying to attack, and Blaber's got the ball. Blaber's looks and passes it back to Dunk. Brighton now have got a lot of players forward, but United have got into their formation and not letting them go forward. But Dalot gets taken on, but Kuna wins the ball back, and this time he's playing. He's keeping the ball, and he loses it this time, and it goes to Brighton again. Brighton pushing forward now again. Bruno this time intercepts the ball, and Brighton still have a hold of the ball, but they've gone all the way back to the defence now, trying to restart the build-up. So, yeah, guys, United so far being impressive, hands down, being very impressive, but Brighton now look like they are trying to hold the ball a little bit, and United have dropped back a bit. This is where, I guess, yeah, the preservation of the lead comes first, and that's what they're doing. So they're trying to hold back, but Brighton now trying to push forward. The ball goes in, and it goes... Was that a save by Senny Lemons? Senny Lemon says, no, I didn't touch it, and it goes out for a goal kick. So it was like a cross-come shot. It kind of curls in, and it looks like it was going to creep in last minute. But did Senny Lemons get touch on it? Oh, he did. I think he did, but he's claiming he didn't, so it doesn't get a corner. And Senny Lemons is saying no, it's a throw-in. And Brighton making some changes, and you will not be shocked that Blaber's been brought off. Blaber has come off for Brighton, and in comes James Milner. Yes, the guy's still playing football. So yes, James Milner's come on, and Ayari's come off, Blaber's come off, and Decipher's come off, and they've brought on Watson, Milner, and Gomez. So those are the three substitutions coming on. Gomez, Milner, and Watson have come on for Brighton. So they've made an early change, and clearly it's to bring in some fresh legs to try and get a goal back. Milner, obviously a seasoned player, he's going to come in and try and calm things down and try and get a goal. Obviously the ex-Liverpool player, so we'll need to make sure he does not get into the game. United now, United of course still with the original 11 that kicked off this game, so they've not made any substitutions just yet, and I don't think they need to right now. United are in control, they just need to carry on playing what they're doing and doing it well, and they should be going. So Mbeumo now with the ball pushing forward, but can't go anywhere forward, so he passes it back to Lenny Euro to De Ligt now just looking up. He's not getting pressured much, but Lenny Euro with the ball. United keeping the ball, doing pretty good. Oh, that's a nice move by Kuna, man. Passes the ball, back heels it almost, like just a flick to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes now, Kuna to Casemiro. Casemiro loses it, doesn't get the ball under control, and it goes back to Brighton, who are again looking to attack very quickly. And United with the ball. Mbeumo now one-on-one with the defender, takes a shot and scores! What a goal! What a goal! What a goal! Mbeumo doing his celebration. Like, yeah, what is this? What is this? This is easy work. This is easy work. This is easy, guys. It's just Brighton are complaining about a possible foul, but Mbeumo with Ahmad celebrating, guys. Oh, drop a like, guys. Make sure you comment as well. This is amazing right now. I'm watching United cook, and I've been waiting for this for a long, long time. I'm not talking months. I'm talking years, guys, where I can watch United and say we are cooking. And I am telling you, that was a brilliant shot through the legs of Dunk, straight into the goal. The keeper had no chance. Mbeumo, it was one-on-one with Dunk, and I was like, Mbeumo's going to do something here. I could just see it. The way he positioned himself, I knew Mbeumo is just too hard for Dunk to... They're saying that Rutter got fouled. It was weak. He went down. He shouldn't have gone down. He did get pulled back by Luke Shaw. Very slightly. Ever so slightly. Not enough to bring a grown man down. No way. Not enough to bring a grown man down. But anyway, United lead 3-0, guys. I don't give a crap about anything else. United 3-0 ahead. And then Mbeumo back on the attack again. United looking for more here. Now again, Ahmad to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes chops in and calms the ball down a little bit. Then he passes it out wide to Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro to Ahmad. United looking for more, guys. This is top stuff, guys. This is top stuff. I was not expecting this scoreline. Neither were, I'm sure, any of you guys. Although Jim was very confident. Jim came out already early on saying, look, we're going to win and we're going to do it quite comfortably. But I was not expecting this. This is impressive. I I was like, okay, could it be a one-off? Could it just be because we were playing Liverpool and the players were hyped and stuff? But no, this team is playing really well. Kuna again in the mix, just causing issues. He's just a problem player for teams. They just don't know how to cope with him because Kuna's just got the freedom to move across the pitch, just across the whole length, not the length, of the width of the pitch. And it goes to Sesko, who's chasing down the defender, but he can't get the ball. It goes back to Brighton goalkeeper. Brighton, to their credit, are still trying to play out from the back. They're still trying to play the game as it's a 0-0 game. But United just not letting them have time on the ball, just not letting them sit with the ball. Every time United get onto it, they just get the ball and they just want to. They've only got one thought in their mind, and this is not just one player. The entire United team, every time they get in the ball, they're driving forward, looking for that forward pass. There's no backward pass for United. Buzzing, guys, buzzing right now. We are putting in a top performance here. Cross comes in for Brighton and it gets cleared by De Ligt. Brilliantly cleared for a corner kick. Or else Welbeck was in on goal there with just a simple header. Brilliant cross there from Brighton. And it sits up, Welbeck onto it, and then De Ligt just jumps up and takes it out. And then, we got a substitution. Haven is coming on, guys, for Luke Shaw. This is an interesting substitution here. I wonder why this is happening, but it might be just to give us some aerial threat. Aerial cover, shall I say, because Brighton are putting them balls in now, as we just saw with the header with De Ligt. But Haven is coming on, guys, for Luke Shaw. So he's going to slot into that centre-back position. Again, giving him some game time, I guess, as well. Again, rotating the team, keeping everyone alert and fresh, which is good news. And we 3-0 up, and Haven gets a chance to come on. This is good news. It's a corner from Brighton. It's a deep corner right at the back post, but it goes out for a goal kick to Man United. So Man United, guys, 3-0 up in this game. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what is going on here. So this, again, comes from Luke Shaw. And this is exactly what happened in the first half. I know there's lots of tacticians who analyse this game in a lot more detail later on, but Luke Shaw is the same guy who presses forward and wins the ball back for United. The same thing he did for the Casemiro goal, the second goal. He presses up, he pushes up, he moves forward from his centre-back position, and he wins the ball back in that high up in the transition, and then boom, they transition into that attack quick, and Brighton don't know how to handle the attack. And United get a third goal. This is exactly what United have been doing throughout. This is an early ball. This is a chance. Oh, brilliant by Lenny Euro. It looked like Watson was going to come in there, get in there. Milner to Watson, the two substitutions. Milner with early ball through to Watson, but Watson doesn't get it under control. It kind of gets it and it just hits the ball and it just goes forward, and Senny Lemons collects it quite easily. So the attempts, we've had 9 attempts, Brighton have had 8, but we've had 6 shots on target, whereas Brighton have only had 1 shot on target in the entire game. That tells you the story of United. United could have quite easily, I think, had at least 4 goals. There's a few chances that they've not been able to put to bed, Sesko being one of them, who had a very good chance, but just didn't get the shot on target. United now slowing the game down a little bit, trying to hold on to the ball. The defenders holding on to the ball and passing it. Lenny Euro now on the ball, passes it to Mbumo. Mbumo now turning around, looking for someone to pass it to. I think he's going to pass it to Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he passed it to Bruno Fernandes. That's a handball, deliberate handball. That should be a yellow card, surely. Isn't deliberate handball a yellow card? Welbeck just literally runs up to it and the ball gets played by Bruno Fernandes and I'm sure that's a yellow card, but he doesn't get one. How strange. Anyway, guys, United holding on to the ball. The defenders have the ball. Casemiro now looking, he's got his back towards the Brighton goal, but then he plays it back to Senny Lemons, who just thumps it out to Sesko. Sesko jumping up, wins a header, of course, but it goes to James Milner. James Milner passes it to Dunk, who passes it back to their goalkeeper. So this is the game so far. United 3-0 ahead. Goals from Kuna, Casemiro and Mbeumo. So two of our forward scoring, Casemiro scoring. I would love to see Sesko score as well. So all our forwards have scored. That would be great if we can get him on the score sheet as well. Brighton now with the ball, trying to push forward. Let's see what Brighton can do. Milner trying to add some experience in this Brighton team, trying to settle things down. But look, this has been a thumping by United. Absolute thumping. United have been exceptional. Apart from Dalot, who gets nutmegged by Minter, who takes him on, but Kuna comes back and gets the ball off him and adds that defensive cover for United. I mean, Dalot is weak link. We all know he is, and that was embarrassing, Dalot. That was embarrassing. Anyway, does that go out for a throwing or what? What's going on here? Player has stopped. It looks like it's a free kick to United. Bruno Fernandes says, okay, so here we go. Dogu's coming on and Menu is coming on. What is this? So Menu's coming on and so is Dogu. Eri, how are you, mate? Who is my profile pic? Is it Icardi? It looks like Icardi, man. Is it Icardi? I can't see. It's a tiny picture, but is it Icardi? Let me know. Is that a good enough guess? Or is it someone else? Yeah. Anyway, guys. United with the throwing in. We've got Dogu and Menu on the touchline, looking to. Oh, I got it right. Thank you. I think that deserves a subscribership there. So you should subscribe. Just so I got. How did I get that right? Honestly. I know my football players, but Icardi is, he's a good player, man. Good player. Ahmad is coming off, guys, and so is Casemiro. So the same substitutions that we saw against Liverpool. Casemiro, and almost identical time as well. Casemiro coming off, and so is Ahmad. So it must be something to do with, obviously, getting the game in settled and you know, just keeping the ball now. That's what I think United are going to do with Menu, who obviously is a lot better at holding the ball. Bruno Fernandes gets the ball back. It's another chance, guys. Oh, hits the post. And Mbeumo hits the post. Oh, this is crazy. United, again, winning the ball back again from this unforced error. Brighton trying to pass the ball out from the back. Bruno Fernandes intercepts it and plays a simple through ball to Mbeumo, who's just in the middle of the goal, middle of the area, and just left foot wraps it, and it looks like he was going to go in again. He tries to place it, but it hits the post, and it's a save by the Brighton goalkeeper. So it's out for a corner kick. Bruno Fernandes is going to take it, standing over it. He takes a corner kick, gets it in the area, and it gets cleared. I thought Sesko might get the end of that, but he doesn't. Mbeumo cut short there by Dogu, and Watson runs out with the ball. This is a problem, guys. Welbeck on the ball, runs through and goal, but does he get taken down? It looks like he gets taken down by Dogu, but is he the last man? Will he get a red card? Michael Oliver looking at his pocket, looking all the players are around. It looks like it's going to be a red card, guys. No, it's a yellow card. He gets a yellow card, and whoa, we're lucky there. Dogu, Welbeck was through on goal. Welbeck, and it was Dogu against Welbeck, and it just looked like he's going to run, and I don't think there's any other player on the pitch who would have been able to keep up with him. So it was Dogu's fault. He plays a loose ball to Mbeumo, and then Watson gets the ball and plays a quick ball through to Minter. It's not Welbeck, actually, it's Minter, and who's also very fast. And he knocks the ball past Dogu, and it wasn't a malicious tackle. It's just Dogu. It just kind of collides with Minter, and he comes down. He gets brought down about 10 yards out of the penalty area. And the Brighton players are not happy because they're saying, look, he was the last man. He was the last man. How can it not be a red card? This is a goal-scoring opportunity. Why is this not a red card? So they're all kicking off with the ref saying this should be a red card. Dogu gets away with a yellow card because clearly the ref thinks that the other Man United defenders was there. There was Kuna coming back. So you could argue, I mean, Kuna's there, not a red card. Has it gone to VAR? No, it hasn't gone to VAR. It's not a clear and obvious error there. So it looks like it's a free kick to Brighton, about 10 yards out of the area, Man United area. It's a very good spot, this. Milner standing over it. This is a good place to take a free kick from. We've got about... we're in the 73rd minute of the game, guys. And United need to hold on to this lead. Look, I was saying 3-0 is a comfortable lead, and United need to get to 3 goals, and then they can take a chill pill. And I guess they can, but I want it to be 3-0. I want a clean sheet. I want a clean sheet, guys. Like Jim has said already, I think we need a clean sheet as well to top it off and to really build some confidence in the defence and goalkeeper. So United lining up in the wall. Senny Lemon's waiting there. Welbeck takes a free kick. Oh, it's a beautiful free kick, and it goes in, guys. It goes in. 3-1 to Brighton score now, and they get a goal back with Welbeck. He gets it over the wall and straight in. It was a beautiful free kick. I mean, he had no chance for Senny Lemons to even get to it. Oh, he gets fingertips to it, but not good enough. Not good enough from the goalkeeper there. Was it a good free kick? It was a good free kick. But I think Senny Lemons could have done slightly better there, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't want to criticise him because he's had a very good game as well. But he possibly could have got to that if his positioning was slightly better. But it was a good free kick. I'm going to give it to Welbeck. I'm going to say that was a good free kick. But this is it. This is why we needed that 3-goal lead, guys. This is why I was talking about. We needed that cushion. If this was 2-1 right now, we'd be in problems, right? We'd have problems. But we've got a few good things here. Well, number one is we've got a 3-goal cushion. Number two is that we've still got 11 men on the pitch. We could have quite easily had a sending off as well there. Brighton take a shot with Watson. Watson is causing us problems here, guys. Watson has come on and he is very direct with everything he's doing. So he takes a left-footed shot, but Senny Lemons gets down and gets the ball. Sesko now trying to get the ball, but it goes straight to the Brighton defence, who are now on the attack again. Brighton now trying to push forward. They've still got plenty of time to try and get a few more goals, but United, I still think United have still got a lot more on the pitch. They've got a lot more defences set up now because they've got Dallo, who's moved to the right back position with Ahmad now having gone off, so right wing back position, and we've got Dogu on the left wing back position here. So we've got an out 5-man defence here, and we've got Haven as well. So we've got very good defence here. So we should be able to see this one out. I'm just looking at the team. Manu slips there and it gives the ball away to Brighton. Brighton now shoot, but it gets blocked. Oh, that was lucky, man. Manu looking at his shoes and studs, but that was a bit of a slip. That was a harsh slip there. He just ran to the ball and slipped over, and not very good. Jim, did you say it's 3-1? If you get it right, mate, I'm asking you for some lottery number tickets. I'm telling you, this is crazy stuff so far. Look, United have been comfortable. Even with that free kick, United have been comfortable. United just need to watch these balls, these early balls that Brighton have playing. I think Dave made a very good point early before the second half started, and it was like, oh, we need to watch these early balls that the Brighton are playing behind the United defence, which are playing at quite a high line. But right now they're not playing that much of a high line, but they're still pushed up quite high on the pitch. We've still got Lenny Euro and Haven now. Senny Lemons with a clearance, but not a very good one. It goes straight to a Brighton player who then intercepts it, and Brighton on the attack again now. Welbeck on this side, or is it Minter? It's Minter on this side, on the right wing side, but Haven with a really solid tackle there gets in there. So Brighton now back on the attack again. Brighton really pushing now. We need to see this one out, guys. We need to see this one out. We need to just Yeah, brilliant block by Doku there. Dogu, not Doku. Dogu. Brighton now, they've got about just over 10 minutes to try and get some goals here, but United sitting back now and trying to see this game out. I would like to see maybe Šeško come off and maybe bring on somebody else now to strengthen that midfield maybe. I can't think who else is on the bench right now. Then they're not bringing... Mason Mount is fit, but he's on the bench. He's not been brought on, and I can see why, because he's become quite a crucial player for United, and I don't think Rúben Amorim wants to risk Mason Mount coming back from injury this early, because again we know Mason Mount's injury record hasn't been good. Brighton on the attack with a left foot shot by Mint. Oh no, it goes wide. I was saying Mason Mount. Yeah, that's why they didn't want to bring Mason Mount back early, because they know, look, there's no point risking him. If we can get the win without him being on the pitch, that's fine. And look, Kuna has done a fantastic job in that position. Brighton making another substitution now. Rutter has come off. Jorginho Rutter has come off, and who's coming on for him? It looks like it's Costolos who's coming on for him. So another substitution, again, more fresh legs being introduced by Brighton. Brighton feel like they need some fresh legs in there to get this win or try and get a result. I think win is going to be hard pushed unless we see a dramatic comeback. But United so far, with the changes that they've made, I think they've made some very good changes. Just that's a strange pass kick out from Senny Lemons there. It goes straight to. It was a very low driven clearance, and it went straight through to a Brighton player who's pushing Brighton forward to attack now. But United are in this shape. United are solid in that shape. I think the only problem we get is when we're getting caught up on the counter, and this is why I think the instructions might now have come out to the team from Rúben Amorim that, look, we need to sit back now. Let's defend. Let's not go on the full attack, because prior to that goal by Brighton, United were still attacking, still pushing forward with many players, but now they're sitting into this defensive shape. Šeško even everyone's in their own half. Now United win the ball back, but now they're countering, so they're playing more of a counter-attacking football now. Dogu now played in by Kuna. Dogu pushing down, and he gets fouled. Is that a foul, or has he got back up again? It's a throw-in to Brighton. Okay, here we go. So Zerski's coming on, and so is Ugarte. So I did say, look, I think we need to bring on some more legs. I think some of the players are tired. Šeško might be coming off. I think Zerski might be coming on for Šeško. So Zerski can play slightly a bit further back and offer us some defensive shape as well. Senny Lemon's just collecting the ball. So Zerski and Ugarte coming on. I suspect it might be Bruno Fernandes and it might be Šeško coming off. I think Bruno Fernandes looks tired as well. And look, it's fair. We need to rest him. We need to give him some rest time here. Someone's getting a yellow card. I don't know who it is. I think it might be a United player. Is it Šeško? Yeah, Šeško's been given a yellow card for jumping in. It looks like he's just pushed him back, and not a full-on elbow, but he kind of puts his arm across the chest of the Brighton defender and brings him down. He goes down like a sack of potatoes for no bloody reason, but, this is what they do. So Šeško gets a yellow card, but I think that might be his last part in this game. Kuna's coming off, guys. So Kuna's coming off for the Ugarte, and it looks like it's Šeško. Yeah, Šeško's coming off for Zerski. So Šeško's coming off and Zerski's coming on for Šeško. Zerski finally getting some game time. I mean, this week's been riddled with news about him possibly wanting out of United, possibly handing in a transfer request, and there's been clubs being linked to him like West Ham and Everton. I think, look, rotation is key. I think we need to keep players like this rather than lightening our squad even further. Ugarte straight on the ball, straight in the mix, gets fouled and by Gomez, and it's a United free kick. there you go. So that's the mix. That's what he's doing. Amorim's brought in these players who can now defend. So we've got the setup now is we've got Lenioro, De Ligt and Haven as the three centre-backs. Then we've got Dalot as the right wing back. Left wing back is Dogu. Dalot's replaced Ahmad. Then we've got in the midfield, we've got Ugarte and Kobe Mainoo playing there. And Bruno Fernandes playing slightly further up the pitch. And we've got Zertsky playing through the middle as a striker. And then you've got on the wings, we've got Mbeumo who's still on the pitch. So Mbeumo is still there from our attacking players, still playing in this game, and Bruno Fernandes obviously still there. So that is United don't need to attack, they just need to chill, they just need to defend and see this game out now. That's all I want this game to be seen out. I don't want United to go forward too much. I want United to just sit back and make Brighton do all the hard work and then try and counter them. And that's exactly now what Mbeumo's done. He's got the ball back, won it back, and he's passed it to Zertsky. Zertsky now to Ugarte back to Zertsky, who's very good at holding the ball. I've always liked the way Zertsky is able to just hold the ball. Now Bruno Fernandes coming down the left wing, trying to look forward, pass it to Mainoo, they're passing it. Bruno Fernandes takes a shot, but it gets blocked. Will it go out for a throw-in? No, Minter stops it. And then Brighton back on the attack now, but they lose the ball. They try and play a quick ball out, but it goes to Dalot, who then passes it back to Lenioro. Lenioro now on the centre circle, passes it to Mbeumo. United now again pushed quite forward. Again, United defence is playing very high up. Zertsky receives the ball but doesn't bring it under control, and it goes all the way back to United and Sanny Lemons, who now plays it to Haven, who's on as a substitution for Luke Shaw. Dogu passes it back to Ugarte, who passes it back to Haven again. So United just holding the ball here now. They're doing a good enough job to just hold on to the ball and not let Brighton have much of the ball. That's what they need to do. And Brighton have got the ball back and are attacking with Welbeck, but it goes back to Sanny Lemons, who casually kicks the ball out, this time with a better clearance high to Zertsky, but Zertsky loses the ball and it goes to Brighton, who are now looking to build up from the back again. Brighton have speeded up their play a little bit since the first half. They're trying to play them first-time passes very early, and Brighton have had a lot more of the ball in the last 10 minutes, 69% of the possession. 69% of the possession to Brighton. So, yeah, they're trying to get back into this game somehow, but I can't see them scoring 2 more goals. But he's Minter, who's had a very good game for... I think Minter and Welbeck have had a very good game for Brighton. And the rest of the team have been, I think, pretty poor. But Brighton on the attack here, but it gets intercepted. Bruno Fernandes tries to play the ball out, but gets intercepted again. It's a bit back and forth here right now. And United with a free kick with Dogu going down. And we get a free kick, we get a breather. We got about 5 minutes with injury time as well added on top of that. So we're just within the last 5 minutes of the actual normal time of the game, and then we've got injury time. We might have another 5 minutes, I think, of injury time. So yeah, United just seeing this game out. It's been a very, very good performance by United, especially going forward. I think United have been very dangerous. And Mbeumo on the ball now, wins the ball back to Zertsky. Zertsky looking to drive forward. That's a free kick. Surely it's a free kick, ref. Ref's been just weird in this game. Just been odd. Just not been playing. He's not been consistent. The ref's just been weird. Some free kicks he's given, some free kicks he hasn't given. It just makes no sense to me. That looked like a foul on Zertsky. Zertsky is now complaining to him, but he's just walking away from him. And Brighton now bringing on, I think this is the final substitution. And they're taking off, who's coming off Brighton? It looks like someone's coming on. So Wafer is coming off, and who's coming on for him? Zizmas is coming on. So it's been a very good game for United, man. So far, Jim says Amorim should be taking Bruno off. He's tired. Yeah, he looks tired. He looks tired, man. I thought Bruno's coming off instead of Kuna. Kuna was still doing a decent job there, but we know Bruno Fernandes Amorim doesn't like taking him off. I was shocked he even took him off against Liverpool, but his legs had gone against Liverpool. I still think Rúben Amorim thinks he can do a job in holding the ball in that midfield. Yeah, I would have liked someone else coming on and just really securing that midfield. But yeah, look, I think we just need to see the game out now. Menu wins the ball back. United just playing short passes to each other now, trying to hold the ball. Zerski's been played through here. Zerski brings the ball under control with a slide, but then he loses it. And Brighton now on the counter-attack, now pushing forward really fast here, Brighton are. But Ugarte tries to break up play, goes to Welbeck, who plays... Oh, no, it goes to Minter, who's... These two are interchanging constantly. Welbeck and Minter, they keep shifting. One always is playing left wing or right wing. It's Minter who's... Oh, what a save. There's a long shot there. It was a comfortable save by Senny Lemons. Kadioglu with the shot from quite a distance on his left foot. It was going in and it did need a save. So it was a very good save by Senny Lemons and it goes out for a corner kick. Kadioglu now taking the corner from the left-hand side. And it's cleared by Bruno Fernandes. As far as... it goes back to Brighton. Brighton now still staying in the area. All the players are still there. A cross comes in again from Brighton. This is a header. Oh, Bruno Fernandes with a good clearance there. And Mbeumo now, only player who's out of the Man United penalty area, but loses it. And United back on the attack again. Welbeck and Minter linking up. But this time Ugarte puts a foot in there and clears his lines, and Bruno Fernandes now passes it to Mbeumo, but it's a short pass to Mbeumo and it goes back to Brighton, but Menu wins the ball back. This time now Bruno Fernandes on the attack. This could be a chance, guys. 3-on-2. Oh, Bruno Fernandes just fails to play the ball back into... He's tired. He's down on his knees. Rúben Amorim, what are you watching here? If he had legs there, he would have carried that ball forward and played a better pass. But he just didn't have the legs and he's tired, he's shattered. Bruno Fernandes, he's breathing heavily now. If we had someone else faster on at that point now, we could have actually scored a fourth goal. These are the little things that I always think, look, as a manager, yes, Bruno Fernandes is the captain. Yes, he's an experienced player, but... don't want to be doing that. Don't want to be, bring on fresh legs and give us more of a chance to... It's a corner kick, is it? No, it's a goal kick to Brighton. So, the performance by United has been exceptional. Last few seconds, guys, of the game. We, with this win, are moving up to 4th spot, guys. 4th spot United are moving into. Of course, there's lots of other football to be played later on today and tomorrow, so that might change. But we are in 4th spot right now as of today, as things stand. So we've got 7 minutes injury time. We've finished normal time. It's now 7 minutes of injury time. So my clock has stopped now. Second half is over, but we're in injury time. 7 minutes. I'm not sure how we got 7 minutes. This is weird. I mean, against Liverpool, we got 11 from nowhere. And again, 7 minutes with Brighton now. I mean, it makes no sense, guys. Makes no sense to me. Rúben Amorim still shouting instructions, still telling his team to wake up. Make sure that in these 7 minutes we keep this lead and do not give another goal away. Zerski, just powerful, just pushing players out of the way, winning the ball back. Brilliant game so far from Zerski as well. Rúben Amorim telling his players and defence to push forward his defensive line and make sure that they're playing a high line and they're winning the ball back. And that's been getting them the goals. It's all them high turnovers, high up on the pitch. United now tracking back because Kadioglu is pushing forward, driving forward, pass it to, who's this? Oh, chance, but he misses it. I think it's, who's that? I think it's Costolos, I think, with that shot. Yeah, where did them 7 minutes? I don't know, Jim. I don't know. I'm asking the same thing. I can't remember the game stopping. I mean, it was, non-stop football. I mean, it barely, even for throw-ins, they got taken very quickly. Anyway, corner kick from James Milner, and it's another goal for Brighton. Oh, this is not good, guys. Not good. This is what I was talking about. We need to stay solid. Costolas, man, with that header. It was a quick corner taken by James Milner by the near post, and it was Bruno Fernandes and Zertsky who fell asleep. Again, should have been cleared. It should have been... Oh, Zertsky not alive to the situation, man. He didn't get ahead of the player. He didn't foul him in any way. Didn't make it uncomfortable for him. And now we've got tense 5-6 minutes of this game, which we shouldn't be needing. We shouldn't have had this. Should have been a clear win, guys. This should have been a clear, comfortable win. And it just kind of... It doesn't look good for United. For our confidence as well. And the goalkeeper's confidence. We needed to get this win and make it comfortable. So really kind of we get, another boost of confidence. And we've just given a 3-goal lead. And we've taken it down to 2 now. And not good. The changes, some of the changes I've not criticised, but I think Bruno Fernandes, I would have taken off the pitch by now. I would have taken him off. He's not doing a good enough job for us right now. And now the United fans have all sat down, man. They're all nervous. Like me. We're all nervous. We're all watching on thinking, shit, what's going on? And this is panic stations now. United are panicking. This is where we need the legs. We need the legs to play that forward pass to someone running forward to counter-attack him. And, yeah. Oh, we get a free kick finally. Wow. We get a free kick. Mbeumo running out. And Kodioglu, who should have already been on a yellow card, by the way. He is now getting a yellow card for a foul on Mbeumo, who's running away with the ball, counter-attacking. And, just silly. Anyway, Dalot now on the ball. Near the edge of on the wing, playing further up now on the pitch. United are, but United just need to compose themselves, go again, try and get a goal again. I mean, this is where United need to just it's all well and good controlling the game and trying to see it out, but you play, if you're going to play a defensive game, you play a very defensive game. You don't lose the ball, and you don't give the ball away, and you don't allow the other team any time on the ball. Bruno Fernandes fouled there. That's a foul. Surely it's a foul. And Bruno Fernandes now complaining, saying, "Oh, I need, he needs a yellow card or a card at least." But this ref has been terrible. Absolutely terrible. This ref has been. Guys, we're in injury time. If you're just joining us, we were comfortably leading comfortably 3-0, having a game of our lives, beautiful, and. United decided to just give 2 goals away, and now we're in injury time. We're in the last 6th minute of the 7th minute injury time. We've got a free kick on the edge of the Brighton penalty area. Bruno Fernandes standing over it. Well, actually, it's not on the edge. Actually, it's about 20 yards out of the penalty area. It's a short free kick to. This could be a chance. Could be a chance, guys. Oh, a shot by Bruno Fernandes, but it's blocked by the goalkeeper. I thought he's in there. I thought he might actually score. And make me eat my words, from having taking him off. But Brighton with a throw-in. We're in the 96th minute of injury time, of the 7th minute injury time. I don't know where the injury time came from, to be honest with you, and I wasn't happy with that. But they've scored a second goal, Brighton have, in injury time. And now it's made it very tense for the crowd there. And look, it's still, I think it's still comfortable for us. We've been comfortable in this game. It's just, anyone looking at the scoreline will probably think, whoa, United got pushed right to the brink. But we haven't. It's just that United have given 2 silly goals away. But Mbeumo on the ball, a chance! Yes! Get in there! Is that a goal? It is! It's not offside. Mbeumo just seals the deal. 4-2 to United. You can't keep us down. I said we need to catch them on the counter. We need to do it. And Mbeumo with an absolute amazing left foot finish. And you can see Rúben Amorim. He's relieved. He's just breathing. He's smiling. He's shaking his head. He's like, my God. Honestly, we needed that. We've got a 2-goal lead back again. Oh, that was brilliant. I mean, it was intercepted by Haven. who just intercepts it, goes straight to Mbumo, who just simply takes the first time left-footed shot, boom, straight in there. What a goal. Bang, what a finish, straight across goal. There's no chance, two keepers wouldn't have saved that. What a way to finish their game. I think the final whistle is going to get blown any second, guys. He is definitely the man of the match for me. He had a phenomenal game against Liverpool, but this time, absolutely, this game it's been Mbumo, and Mbumo has caused absolute havoc. It's over, guys. It's over. United win 4-2 at Old Trafford against a tricky Brighton team. A team that have been very problematic for United at home, and we've got the win. Guys. 4-2. I'm absolutely buzzing with this performance because we have been sensational throughout this entire game. And I was saying, look, a 3-2 scoreline wouldn't have done us justice because United were dominant. Throughout the game. They outplayed Bournemouth, absolutely outplayed them. And a 3-2 scoreline would have not maybe given an indication that United were that strong. And Brighton were pretty poor against this United team. But the 4-2 scoreline, I think it gives us more credit again. United were by far the better team. By far the more aggressive team. And it was an amazing performance, guys. Amazing performance. Yeah, Jim, I agree with you, man. Man of the match, Mbumo. Mbumo, by far the best player. Kuna comes a close second for me. You might have some other players who you might be thinking of. Kuna got his first goal as well for United at Old Trafford, so that's been brilliant. Everyone just hugging Mbumo, congratulating him. Everyone loving him, actually. All the United players just coming around, hugging him. They all know he's been sensational today. Man of the match performance. And everyone, United players, very happy, just celebrating another great win. And we're on a roll here, guys. 3 in a row. And that's what I said in my preview show yesterday. I said, can we get 3 in a row? Could it be that moment in Rúben Amorim's career where we get 3 in a row and really start showing that we are a team to be reckoned with? A team that are there up in 4th position in the Premier League table. We are cooking, guys. We were all panicked after the Grimsby loss and we get knocked out to a League 2 team. And we were all thinking, right, Rúben Amorim is going to leave. We're going to have to see the end of Rúben Amorim. But this is a turnaround of fortunes. And this is why we all love football. Because you can turn things around very quickly. 1 week we're out, on next week we are absolutely at it again. And the Liverpool game, we were like, right, okay, that could be just one game in this whole season where we've actually performed. But no, we've come out again and we've put in another, and I'd say even more improved performance against Brighton. Yes, we were at home. Yes, we were confident, but it still took this United team to come out and perform and do a job against a very tricky Brighton team that I kept saying have come out and played very good football, and they've been beating top teams this season. Yes, they've not had a good season, but the teams that they've played, they've struggled against lesser teams, but they've played really well against top teams. They beat Chelsea 3-1. They beat who else did they beat? They beat Newcastle. So this team was tricky. It was not an easy game, but we've come out and we've absolutely demolished them. Do not let the scoreline fool you into thinking that this was a close game and Brighton were there in on this game. United just fell asleep in the last 10 minutes of the game. That's what happened. United just fell asleep. But this Cameroon international, Mbumo, is absolutely cooking for United. He's kicked this season off and is playing absolute wonderful football, and what a new signing this guy is. What a new signing. All our new signings have been terrific so far. Brilliant. But Mbumo, you are definitely the man of the match for me. Mbumo walking off to a standing ovation, all the players behind him, walking behind him, clapping him off as well. This is what team spirit is all about. They all know who's been the best player on the pitch today. But that doesn't take away from anyone else's performance either. This United squad, this United team has played really well. All the way from the back. Senny Lemons, yes, he let in them 2 goals, and yes, he could have done slightly better with the goal, the free kick, slightly better, but it was still a very, very good free kick by Welbeck. Really good free kick over the wall, and really the wall didn't do its job. But United were by far the better team. The 4-2 scoreline, like I said, doesn't do us justice. Them 2 goals came on late on in the second half. United, wow. Rúben Amorim has got this team playing. He's got this team playing, and this is maybe what he's been waiting for. He's been telling us all. He's been saying, look, this team's going to cook. This team's going to come good. And let's rewind all the way back to the start. Let's do a summary of the game before I call it a day. First of all, want to say thank you to everybody who's been commenting, who's been watching. Jim, you've been a legend. Dave, again, legend. Everybody else who's jumped on as well, thank you very much for joining us. And it's been an entertaining game. It's been fun to watch. Dave says we should have done better defending Brighton's second goal. The movement inside the box confused Lemons, and we need to work on that. Yep, absolutely. That's exactly what I think as well. The movement from that second goal, I think, for me, Zertsky fell asleep. I don't know who should have really got to that ball first, because we had Bruno Fernandes just ahead of him, and then we had Zertsky behind him. So they both could see the ball. I'd argue that Zertsky should have been a lot more aggressive in attacking the ball and clearing the lines. And yeah, Senny Lemons, again, couldn't have really done much for the second goal. The first goal, yeah, he could have got maybe his positioning slightly, but then again, look, it was a good free kick. I'll give it to Danny Welbeck. He always manages to score against Man United, and he's top player. So United in 4th position. Thanks Jim, thanks for that. And thank you for all your comments, and thank you for prediction, and thank you for your confidence, Jim. Jim was the guy coming on straight away, and I was saying, look, Jim, I'm not confident, and he was like, no, we've got this in the bag. We've got this in the bag. And yeah, he called it. He called it like it was. I mean, I was not confident. I was like thinking, Brighton are they've turned into a bit of a boogie team for us, haven't they? They've been coming to United. They've coming to Old Trafford, and they just simply somehow get the job done. And they've had, we're looking at the stats now, Brighton have had 57% of the possession. They had 17 shots. They had only 5 shots on target, though. United had 9 shots on target, and they've come good. First half, United absolutely destroyed Brighton. Just that press destroyed Brighton, absolutely. They were just more aggressive, and they kept winning the ball back very early, high up on the pitch, and turning it around and going straight into the attacking transition, and we were playing really good football. So United had it in the bag. We got them early 2 goals. Kuna with his first goal for United at Old Trafford, and he was very happy with that, and a beautiful goal, slotted it straight into the goal, placed it in. And then we got a fortunate goal with Casemiro. The ball, again, there was a quick turnaround. United win the ball high up. Casemiro had a lot of space, and he took an early shot, hit the defender, and the goalkeeper was going a completely different direction, and it went in, and we got a 2-goal lead. You'll take it. You'll take it anyhow. 2-goal lead, comfortable. I did say, look, we need a 3rd goal to feel comfortable, and then we got that 3rd goal very early on in the second half. I can't remember who scored the 3rd goal now. I think it was Mbeumo, wasn't it? I can't remember, guys. I think it was Mbeumo. I can't remember who scored the 3rd goal. And then we had Mbeumo scored the 4th goal, but obviously in between that 3rd and 4th goal for United, Brighton came back pretty strong with 2 goals from themselves. Welbeck with the free kick, and then with a corner, Brighton got a 2nd goal. But overall, again, it looked like we're going to start panicking. We looked like, oh my God, we could actually throw this 3-goal lead away. And you could see the fans in the crowd thinking, shit, we're in injury time. Could Brighton get another goal? But United held on, and United just showed who was dominant today. And with that 4th goal from Mbeumo, Absolutely brilliant finishing from United forwards today. Really good. Sesko was the only one who kind of, I'd say, I didn't have a very good game, but again, he keeps the defenders occupied, allowing then for space to open up for Kuna and Mbeumo. Ahmad as well had a very good performance. I think that combination of Ahmad and Mbeumo on that side is deadly. It's very difficult for defenders to pick up on both Mbeumo and Ahmad, and that's where I think we do a lot of our damage down that right wing. Look, there was some concern with the team sheet. Obviously, we thought, right, okay, Maguire's not playing, Lenny Euro coming in, but he did really well. The defence overall did well. Overall, I'd say everyone had a very good game. The straddler, the weak link is always Dalot. I don't want to be picking on him, but again, if I was to pick someone who had an okay game, was Dalot. He didn't make as much mistakes as he did against Liverpool, but he didn't have an exceptional game either. But everybody else had a very good game for United. I hope you all agree. Dave, thank you for your comments as well. Jim, you've been, like I said, a legend. Everybody else who's tuned in, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can watch more watch-alongs. And of course, we'll bring you further news on Man United and everything else. I might do a show later on today or maybe tomorrow about everything that we've watched and how United have improved. United have become a very, very good team in the last couple of games. But was this already on the table? Were we all just panicking for no reason? Was this already expected? I mean, United have, if you look back at the Premier League, apart from the City game where we got absolutely outplayed, apart from that City game, we have been consistently playing really good football, showing that we can actually do some really good work on the pitch, and we were missing some very easy chances. But now finally we've started putting them chances away, and maybe that is the difference. Maybe we're becoming more confident as a team, finishing our chances. Dave says it was very good that Mbeumo bagged 2 goals, Kuna 1 and Sesko assisted. This is ideal in building momentum in our front three. Absolutely. This is what we needed. We needed our front three to actually become comfortable, become confident and start playing to the best of their abilities, because we know there's lots of goals in this United team. If we can get just them 3 cooking, if we can get these 3 attackers, our new attackers, to start playing, we've got lots and lots of goals in this team. And then, of course, you've got the players like Bruno Fernandes or Casemiro or Ahmad who can chip in and get the other goals. That's what we need, and hopefully we can really kick on now. We've got some favourable run-ins now. I mean, the games that we've got coming up, Nottingham Forest, we've got next, I believe. They've got a new manager in place. Let's see what happens with them this weekend. See if they have a bounce back, and if they don't. But we'll see. We'll see. Nottingham Forest, I'm confident that we can get a job done on them. And then we've got some very, very easy matches to play. And hopefully, who knows, man, the next 5 games, next 4 or 5 games, we could be 3rd, 2nd, or even top. Who knows, man? Who knows? This is what we're looking at. I mean, Arsenal, did they win? I think, no, Arsenal are playing later on. Is it Liverpool? No, Liverpool are playing later on. Let me just check the games that we've got so I can just look through. So, yeah, Arsenal are playing tomorrow, by the way. It's Liverpool who are playing today, later on, against Brentford at the 8 o'clock kickoff, late kickoff tonight. So, guys, that is it. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you subscribe. You're watching the Man United Stream channel, a channel by the fans, for the fans. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys.